Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. 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 No, you know how much I suck at planning, and I got 11 people currently watching without any like I guess. Yeah, yeah, because it's easier. That and you're literally the person that I trust to fucking manage this fucking zoo that I go. I prefer the term unpaid intern, but you know, yeah. Well, you are Jewish, so. And you're. Oh, that makes it better. Oh, yeah, yeah, Val. Wait a. y- Okay. That sounds better. That. Oh, really? That sounds better. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Not really. I mean, like, or lack thereof. All right. All right. Dang. Dang. Calm the white rage there. Fucking. All right. All right. Fine. Okay. Okay. Like I said, calm the white rage, man. It's all right. It's all right.
Calm, calm the white rage there, bud.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
I mean,
Yeah, this is okay, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time we're using Rumble Studio, so I'm asking you all to bear with me, please.
don't you mean Cyclops
Holy
looking?
crap! Oh crap! That
Wow, that you are one
oh
ugly motherfucker there, Evan.
whoa! Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, okay. Do me a favor. Okay, okay. Do me a favor and mute your mic on Rumble Studio for me, because so you don't. Okay, there you go. Now to anybody watching, yeah. The current IT problem. You can. Okay, so basically, Rumble Studio is acting like my Twitch studio, which I actually kind of appreciate. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I heard about that, and I'm actually surprised. Anybody who's watching, if you could do me this one favor, let me see if I can pull up my chat. Okay, there we go. Oh, is it not? Is there no live chats? Okay, relax. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, no shit. I can tell that. All right, relax. Okay. Yes, and you can also what is it? So like for example, like so we can leave Discord right now, and if you turned your mic on there, I could just hear you. And I believe how many teeth do I have? Really, that's one thing you have to ask. And, okay, well, can you do me a favor? If you do share your camera, can you at least wipe the cocaine off your teeth before you? I'm okay. Good. Okay, good. Because if I
Okay.
receive any money from you, I don't. Okay, okay, Tim. Shh, for 1 second. Okay, okay. Talk really quickly, Val.
Is my microphone coming through on your end now?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay, so now we have established that my communicational skills can now be reached across the internet.
Okay. Hold, please. Can you mute your mic on Rumble, like Rumble Studio again? Okay. Well, hang on, it's not muted because I can see it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I could promote you to. There's a big difference, mainly because it comes in as an echo, and there's like a second delay. Yes, that is the thing. Oh, okay, and I see you, Tim. You are Jesus Christ. You look like a meth head. Oh, you know. Yeah. Oh, you know what he looks like? You know what he looks like? Oh God, what is that guy? Oh my God, he's absolutely hilarious, and he's got oh God, he's in a wheelchair. He's like disabled. He's like he's a famous YouTuber, but he's really funny. I can't remember his name though. Yeah, he's got the one bad arm, and he's got glasses. Yeah, Rick. Oh, yeah. Oh, shut the hell up. Rumble allows me to be as free as I want and as politically incorrect as I want and do whatever. Okay, text. Okay, so like I that's how I want to do it because it's more set up because like Studio is more set up for a like podcast format. So I wanted to start using it because it seemed interesting and it actually allows us to look at each other when we talk. Seems more of a yeah, and we can share this. We can share the screen. I can actually, and what I can do is I think I can pop it up and yeah, and I could pop up your screen. And so like let's just say you wanted to show something. And I know how I feel. Okay. Okay, you fine now? Not true. Oh, live chat. Okay, so we do have live chats. So okay, that is the good. This also allows the cool thing. Okay, am I still coming in like 3 times now? Okay. I mean, I could mute my Rumble again. Okay, how do I sound now? Okay, how do I sound now? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, all right. Yeah. No, it kind of felt like okay. So okay, Val, you're kind of rocking tech support. You're a native person because Tim's the money man. Like I said, like you said, you're tech support. All right. Now, can you? What is it? Like, are you hearing like? Can you hear us via Discord when like you're watching the video?
So here's how it goes. How am I coming through? By the way, am I coming in through fine or better or worse?
Oh, you're coming in. You're coming in through just fine.
Okay, so well, I mean, is it like the usual Discord audio quality, or is it better or worse? Because sometimes my audio differs with Discord because it doesn't like me.
Okay, here. Well, you muted yourself on Discord, correct?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'm hearing you just fine.
Okay, that's good. So,
unmute yourself on Rumble and then mute yourself on Discord because we're just trying. Like I said, guys, we're just trying to test this out. In a minute, we'll start like the official Soapbox, and we'll just kind of tune into what we're trying to do. This is basically just a huge test run, really quickly, because I know Val's got time, so I don't really.
Yeah,
I got
I
that.
have like
I don't work tomorrow.
Yep.
yeah, I've got work in about an hour and a half. So
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's the pleasures of working third shift.
Oh, Jesus, I could never do that shit.
I don't know why, but Tim just looks like he's like the introductory to like an X-Files episode where the man sitting in a
yeah. Okay, so you were thinking that shit too, because I was thinking that too.
Like the cigarette.
You can go. You both can go fuck yourselves.
Like you look like the cigarette. Like, well, no, because the angle that you have it at, like, if it was angled like a little bit more to the
Tim,
side.
just for everybody's purpose, can you just do that again, where you just tilt your head down slightly to your like you're leaning right to, I guess. So lean your head right, slowly take a drag, but keep the cigarette pointed down, and then just say the phrase. So you're wondering why you're here.
I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for it. Nope.
I'm trying to set you up to be at least somewhat cool, Tim. Now you're ruining it for yourself.
I mean, dude, come on. You do look like. I mean, lean into it. Like literally, I would.
What have you got to lose? All right.
My sanity. If
You
my
already lost
girl
a long
sees
time
this,
ago,
my
my friend.
relationship, because she's gonna think I'm a total dope. Well,
No,
she
okay,
knows that.
dude.
She watching me walk into a wall.
I had something in my mouth.
I
Okay,
mean, that's what you
Get the cock out of your mouth, Evan.
Yeah,
you got
well, it
in
must
that
have been a
part,
really
Tim, I
small
think you're
cock,
fine.
because goddamn. But anyway, so. Well, no, because you look like you like literally. If it was angled a little bit more, like with you with just the cigarette, in your, like with just the cigarette, like it should have like it. You could open it up like an Xbox. Like let's just say we were going to do like a conspiracy theory podcast type deal or something like that. If you opened it like that, that would actually look pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie.
Wait, hold on. I have an idea.
Oh no!
Actually, hang on, because I've been saving this for for a fucking while. Hang on.
Hold on. I'm gonna text you my idea. I need you to pull it up on your screen.
Okay, yeah, no, I definitely will. All right, okay. So hang on.
Why fuse?
All right, hang on. Because
All right, that's what I need you to look up. I sent it to your messenger.
Ooh, hey Evan, how much is that Xbox?
Hang on. Oh, this right here. Oh, it's just for spare parts. It's $50 if I remember correctly. Oh, 20.
I need the. Oh, it doesn't have the part that I need. Fuck you.
Disk drive.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that was the problem. But yeah, I have this saved that I'm waiting. You know, I actually could buy this right now.
The Majima patch.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Jorge?
George, accept that Rumble invite really quickly, because we're testing.
We're trying to create a nexus here for our image, I guess.
Oh,
I do not have a camera up on my computer, so sadly I cannot share that experience.
Why are you on?
George.
Not you.
Yeah.
Is that your Alexa or is that your Xbox?
My PS5. It's.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot you have a fucking PS5. Okay.
How did you
Do you
afford a
want to know how
PS?
many
No, wait,
consoles
hold on.
I own? Do you
I
honestly
shouldn't
want
ask
to know
how
how
you.
many consoles I own?
Okay, but I have this.
I shouldn't ask how you afforded one. I should be asking where did you find one.
Newegg.
Fair.
Oh, Essence of Art Book. Oh, I actually kind of want. No.
Evan, you're going down a tunnel, man.
No, I know.
I mean, Evan, you would. I could see you rocking the iPad.
Oh no, I want to start doing. I want to do that because I want to buy this, and then I want to send a. I want to send it to a. I want to like have a friend of mine, like, and I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna film myself and go, John, like he does in the game. But anyway, yeah, no, I've been wanting to do this for now. Wow,
You're definitely better at saying that phrase from the game than you were like a few months ago when you asked for practice.
Well, no, because I used to say that a
George,
lot.
Is it set up on your end?
Okay, it should be set up. It should be set up on my end. George, did you accept the thing on Messenger that I sent to the hobbies chat?
While he's checking that, Evan, check your messenger, and I want you to play this when Tim takes a drag of his cigarette.
Okay. Oh, crap. Okay. Sorry.
I'm
currently updating the 45 games I have to update on my fucking Steam
Okay,
account.
now do me a favor. Mute yourself on Discord and then unmute yourself on Rumble, because I'm like I said, I'm trying to test this. This is the format I want to go with, just because it just looks like a bunch of guys just dicking around and hanging out, and it would make so you could actually see all our live reactions.
I can't wait till I go on vacation in September.
Yeah, in August. Okay. Yeah. Warning: in August, I will be off for a couple days, just for the fact is that me and Paul are going to the me and Paula are going to the Minnesota State Fair.
Can you hear me?
Gotta have that Dr. Pepper, folks.
Okay. Yes, George, we can hear you.
All right, cool.
Activate your camera if you like. Okay.
I don't think he has a camera.
Yeah,
if he doesn't have a camera, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, the reason why I liked this is I liked the idea of just having all of our reactions. Okay, so,
Jesus.
Okay, so
you get to watch Tim die live.
Oh, shut up.
Trust me, he isn't gonna die from that. He's gonna die from the fucking oh my god.
You know what I'm talking about.
Am I gonna want to punch Foul in the face?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Evan,
Just
play that
just
funky music.
Show it.
Okay,
Just
okay, okay.
Show it.
Wait,
okay.
hide your screen and then pull it up.
Okay. Hang on. Let me.
I want to make it a surprise.
All right. Okay, Val. Let me ask you something. Do you want me to show him the original, or do you want me to show him just the Stewie one? Since it's
Just the Stewie one.
Okay.
Because I feel like the original will be more likely to get copyright stricken.
Oh,
And
yeah, and
that
Rumble's
might just
not
cause the
immune to
audio to
that.
get destabilized. At least with Stewie Griffin one, it could be a parody.
Okay. Oh.
I think.
Okay.
Also, George, fuck you.
For what?
Damn.
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that, but I go on.
Okay.
Yesterday. That's all I have to say. Yesterday.
Can you all hear this? All right.
It was
We
all
can't hear
worth
the audio.
Oh, we can't. Yeah, you guys can't hear the audio.
No.
Oh man, that really does suck. Hang on, let me see.
All right,
if
just
I
send me the link. Just send me the link. Damn it.
No, like it's like I should be able to share the audio. Auto. Oh damn.
Oh, now I'm just viewing the
Wow.
two of you.
Oh damn. Damn, that's ugly. All right.
Who you talking about,
And
fool?
goodbye, Tim.
Background.
No, I see nothing.
Yeah, no. I'm like it's basically turned into fucking what is it? Oh god, what is it? What is it? Like Robot Chicken. Okay, can I think there's
Oh
gotta
my
be
god. Transformers, He-Man, and Transformers all in the same scene.
Yay! Those shows existed. Anyway. Okay.
Wait, no, I'm just seeing Tim as that.
Okay,
Oh,
hang on.
Jesus. Oh no.
Oh, now I'm remembering the episode where he got smelted down by Iron Man.
Yes, I'm a fucking goose. If you have a problem with that, go talk to someone who actually gives a fuck.
He's not the goose, that is the issue.
That's
Alright, there
because
we
he's
go.
a silly goose.
All right,
All
there
right,
we go.
now hopefully
No,
the audio will
this
work.
motherfucker yesterday, Evan, brings us into a hell dive difficulty mission.
Yeah, we
Okay.
And I
actually
get
at least one.
anally raped by a bile titan.
Damn, that sucks.
I mean, was it good for you?
No, it wasn't good for me. And fucking George is over there giggling like a 5-year-old. And Carrie said when she gets back, she's gonna be
I wonder how that went. Like you leave the screen for or the game for a few seconds, take care of some stuff in real life. You come back and all of a sudden there's chaos around you. Certain doom. And
Yeah,
destruction.
so the
no,
Danny
no.
Glover meme. Okay, hang on.
That's what I call chaos theory. I know it's not what it means, but sure, fuck it. Let's go with it.
I mean,
Can you hear it or no? Because I shared it. I shared my screen.
we would have to view it through Discord.
Wait, you what?
Okay, view it through Discord and then we'll.
all right.
Okay.
This is exactly what I imagined Tim as.
Hey, I feel personally attacked with that one.
Oh, congratulations! You caught yourself in that net. Go on, Tim. Take another drag. Hey, man, you can point to the sky all you want, man.
Fuck you.
Putting his fuse out here alone.
There you go. The,
Y'all suck.
Oh my god. Okay, hang on.
So Tim's the middle, Evan, you're the right, and I'm on the left.
No, I was just thinking like we should do a version of the. I think if we all met up and we got a green screen and then we did that and it's him just going like, you know, she packed and then it's all of us as his different personalities.
And that is how we got canceled.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm just
Canceling
saying.
is for weirdos and sad people.
Yeah, because the amount of pure joy, the sound of pure joy leaving your lips, and it's also for people that just don't have a sense of humor. Hubert, fuck. I'm drunk.
God dang, Evan. I'm just looking at this YouTube front screen. All I see are politics.
Yeah, because what's the word for it? YouTube has become a political platform, so which really kind of sucks.
Not for
All
mine.
right,
My page is just literally a bunch of random ass gaming stuff.
Yeah, it goes by what you subscribe to, and it's like people, you may also like. So it just
I
becomes
subscribe to Fun and Shin Megami Tensei
Hey,
because literally that's every
yeah.
third
Most
page.
of my stuff is like creepypasta, like synonymous Fallout lore, D&D lore, shit like that. But politics,
Mine's
shit
all
pops up
Warhammer.
on my-
Mine's
Well-
all Warhammer 40k.
Well, yeah, well, that's not surprising. Tim.
All right, Tim, prove it. Share your screen.
Fuck that. No, don't. You don't have to do that. Tim, you belay that order.
Can't
Dude, I'm
I
not
be
even on my computer. I'm
Oh,
on
my
my
order.
PS5
His
looking
orders.
at
That's
my daily order.
Okay. All right, since this stream went off the rails really fucking quickly. All right, since Tim's leaving soon, we're gonna start with his topic today for the Sunday Soapbox. What is it? Warhammer 40 fucking K Space Marine 2. Hang on, I'm gonna pull that up.
Wouldn't that be better to bring up like
In the
closer to
grim
September
darkness
when
of
the
the
release
far
date comes
future,
up?
What?
there is only war.
Okay,
There is
what
also a thing as a volumetric.
Okay.
You can calm down.
What is it? Modes reveal trailer.
And there are people now using fireworks outside. And it's raining.
Hey, it's fun. All right, so up top, let me share this. All right. Well, actually, you know what?
There's a problem with
fuck
them.
But gentlemen, will we be killing more bugs on September?
Oh,
We
Jesus.
could just play Deep Rock Galactic if we were gonna kill bugs.
Hey,
Well,
we do.
okay,
We're
okay.
gonna be
Sure.
exterminators. We do this the right way. Earth Defense Force 5.
Oh,
I was going
crap.
to say exterminatus, but I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean,
Woo.
Where's that meme? Where's the meme? Where's the meme?
Oh, yeah, my Pinterest. Yeah, I forgot I had that poured.
Where did age go? Where did the mink come from?
All right. Well, Warhammer 40K, ladies and gentlemen. So be careful because this may give you an erection. Just from the sheer awesomeness. Oh.
So says so I, Cyborg Kratos.
Jesus, man, this game looks so fucking beautiful.
Which is weird with all the previous Warhammer 40 games.
Oh, that Reva just yanked that dude right in the face.
I want to use the fucking hammer.
If you do the operation, you have to be the assault marine.
Oh, fucking. Oh, no, my fists. I want to use my fists.
Yeah,
You
the
wanna rock 'em,
the
sock 'em,
blacks are
robot, alien
using
beings
his
from
fist.
above?
Yeah, that's
you're going to give him a royal fisting?
George, no.
Deca.
I'm not viewing the screen right now, but in the background, I'm just hearing the music, and I keep thinking, X-Men?
Oh, damn.
George and I were talking about this last night. Me and him have already picked out our classes. I'm going to be what's called a bulwark, which is the guy with the shield and the
Okay.
sword.
All right, hang on, because everybody probably couldn't hear. Damn, September 9th? That comes out fucking soon.
I said September.
I've already have it
figured you could bring
pre-ordered.
it up then because it'd be closer. Like, like
Yeah, we'll
July.
probably talk more about it because they're probably going to release more stuff. I just figured it was permanent because this came out 3 days ago, and Jesus fucking Christ, was it epic when I saw it. I swear to God, I couldn't walk on my break for like 5 minutes. I had to wait till everybody cleared out because Jesus Christ. I mean, it's fucking like, just to put it in perspective, I'm not even a fan of fucking Warhammer 40K, and that just made me want to fucking
Oh,
suit
that
up.
actually reminds me, Evan, did you get the free Gladius game? The
Yes,
RTS?
I did. Yes, I did. As soon as you mentioned that it was free, that's what I did.
Are we able to do skirmishes where we just fight each other, or
Yes.
Yes, we are.
so what you're saying is let that be war.
Yes, let there be war, and may the odds be forever.
Wait, isn't the game also like 3 gigabytes or something like that?
Yeah, it's pretty small. It's like 5 gigs or something like that. It was pretty small. Here, actually, hang on. Let me see. 2 gigabyte. Fuck.
Is that just like the base game and then it has to download more files, or?
No, that's the base game.
Oh.
I'm looking at it on my other screen, so yeah.
Is the DLC at all needed to play with
No.
to have matches?
No, it's I believe
Unless
it just
you want to
adds
play as a certain, unless you want to play as a certain race, like
Is the towel automatically involved, or is that a DLC?
that is a DLC.
God damn it!
Because I know George wants to play as his communist fishman, so
I only want the
Communist
robots. That's
fishman.
pretty much all I want, really.
The only
You say
time
that, but then
ever
George
be,
is subtext.
the only time you should ever be proud to be a communist is in fucking World at War when you're raising the flag and killing the Germans when you finally bring down.
No. To be fair, you could also do it in Wolfenstein when you're going undercover.
I mean, that is
but you're
true.
not proud to be a communist. You're proud to be an American.
No, you're proud to kill a communist.
Proud to be an American.
Well, no, but that's what I said. Like, there's only one time you should be proud to wave the communist flag, and that's literally.
Yeah,
when
you're proud to wave it to get inside the enemy base, and then you're proud to leave.
Oh no,
it
you're
and
not
burn
proud
it.
to wave. You're not proud to wave it. You're using it. You're using it as utility. Whereas in World at War, like it's like
utility.
Let's do this for Mother Russia.
Okay, look, here's something we can all agree on.
Okay, how about this? How about this? World at War with Nikolai.
The American way is
Yeah, that's like
to the base.
okay.
And
Okay. All right. Fine. I'll parlay it. I'll parlay it. Okay.
You say parlay, but then we haven't played Sea of Thieves. So are you really parlaying?
I swear to God, I'm gonna dig this out. I'm gonna put this in your eye.
You can't swear to God you're an atheist.
I'm Christian, surprisingly, but yes.
No, just a joke. I saw it from a meme, so I figured I'd use it.
I know. That's what I found hilarious. But dude, like seriously, Space Marine 2 looks fucking awesome. Like
what was the amount of players able to play cooperatively?
Only 3, unfortunately. But,
you're only
I mean,
it's a
well, I
strike
meant in the
Space
sense of
Marine
like
strike
what
team is
what
3 men.
kind of like what's it called? I guess for lack of a better word, the fixture. Like, is it 1 Space Marine and 2 regular soldiers, or is it 3 Space Marines? Or
3
Space Marines. In the beginning, you said 3 Space Marines. That's all I can spare, and then.
Okay, I see. Okay, sorry. I thought that was just more of a formality for like informational purposes.
Oh no, that was like that's why it's like 3-player co-op. Hang on. What is it? Because we did. I need to go back to the game modes because I could have sworn there was 6 class to play an upgrade. I could have sworn there was one where it was like a PvE mode or some crap.
Yeah, it's
like
called
it
Operations.
Yeah, it was like PvP and PvE at the same time.
Yeah, it's called Operations. You're running against the clock.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually sounds kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, but it's got all the makings. I'm actually hoping that because from what I've heard, at least on PC, the Space Marine, because I actually did Space Marine not too long ago. I want to say I did it like 3 or no, actually no, I think I did it last year. Now that I think about it, doesn't matter when I did.
I got to see when I did Space Marine because that was like one of my most popular.
Okay, but what is it? Apparently, the multiplayer is still very active on.
Oh yeah, because of certain gaming YouTube, Warhammer 40,000 YouTubers like Luton, Major Kill, Chapter Master Valrak, and a few others. They've literally made a whole community of players playing original Space Marine 1 multiplayer. Sometimes I'll jump on and I'll see like 10
it's surprisingly good. Oh, I also did it on the hardest difficulty, and that was a pain in the ass because I used the hammer when I could. A lot of fun, don't get me wrong, just a pain in the ass nonetheless. But I'm very much looking forward to it. It looks good. It looks like it's going to hopefully grow the 40K fan base, but then again, Games Workshop has already shot itself in the foot because Henry Cavill. Hang on, let me see if I can pull up the story because we're already fucking we're already like 40 minutes.
It's so weird listening to Hail to the King while playing Fortnite. Gonna lie.
I did mine last year, Evan. You did yours right after mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm willing to bet.
Okay, claims that Henry Cavill is leaving Warhammer. Nothing conclusive. Because I'm looking for because I could have sworn I read a story not too long ago on it, and I really should have saved it.
Story or article? Because there's a difference between those two.
I mean, kind of the same, but in this context article, yes, you are right. Apparently, it's still just a rumor for what I'm seeing here. I mean, isn't it because they made female custodians or something like that, and that's his like
yes,
favorite
but
army?
even though, yeah, and my thing is because I'm a custodians player myself, I think that someone who didn't know the lore made that up because there are two factions that are made to do the Talons of the Emperor, which are the Sisters of Silence, which are witch hunters, and the Custodes. They're basically
How do you spell that really quickly?
Custodes?
Custodes.
Okay. So why don't you just explain Custodes a little bit to the uninitiated really quickly? This is what they
Okay,
look
the
like.
Custodes were the personal's Emperor bodyguard. There is called the Companions. And oddly enough, that is a companion right there because of his armor set.
He looks fucking bad. You know, the only reason I don't get into Warhammer is literally because I just don't. I don't.
Dude, you do not want to know how much I've spent in the last 20
Oh
years.
no, my brother-in-law. Well, I mean, I guess he would technically be my cousin. The person who's married to my niece, with my niece, and they just had a child. What is it? He spent a lot of money on fucking. What is it? Warhammer armies. Like he's a big player. I don't remember what he. I think he said because I asked him what army did you play, and he says Tyranids, and he's like you, and I said I don't play, but for the Emperor.
Jesus Christ, Evan.
Yeah.
Isn't that just like the go-to answer to be kind of like socially acceptable within circles?
No, I mean not really, because for the Emperor kind of assumes you're playing Space Marines. Like that's really like Tyranids, if I remember correctly, aren't they like the heretical line? Like aren't they the demon ones? Tim, George, you want to help me out here?
All right. Where was I with the Custodes? No, because I was just sidetracked because my mom said something to me.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I was
no.
else too, so sorry about that.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What
See,
the
Val,
hell, George?
See, Val, this is why I ask you to manage this circus, and then I just, just kind of.
I was looking at the Space Marine 2 Ultra Edition, which I'm seeing
No,
it's PC.
You mean the edition that I pre-ordered?
Yes.
You mean the edition that I pre-ordered?
Yes, it's Steam only.
Okay, so what is it? Tim is for the Emperor. Like that just basically means you play Space Marines, correct?
No, that is Imperial Guard, Space Marines.
Okay.
And usually when you say that, yeah, you're dying. There's no ifs, ands, or buts there, Evan.
Oh no, it's kind of like it's like for the Alamo or what is it?
Yeah, remember
Narnia.
that whole shtick.
Yeah, well, no, for Narnia they say at the beginning because it's like kind of like the rallying cry, whereas like when it's like remember the Alamo, that's more of a you're dying or.
In the case of the Emperor's children, that's just an insult.
Yeah, we don't talk about those pretty boy hedonistic fuckheads.
Of course, they have.
And he's going into his rant mode. Look at everybody.
No, Evan, they follow the god of hedonistic sex.
Yeah.
Okay, no. So they're the alphabet crew.
Yeah. Yeah. They literally got. There's one book that I was gonna get George to read, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to scar him.
Okay,
basically,
so
I've read Fulcrum. I'm already.
Okay. So let's get back to the story because this is from Game Rant. Warhammer 40k fans conflicted over the introduction of female Adeptus Custodes. So is this is this official or what's the story behind this?
It is official. According to some of my contacts, they are starting to introduce female custodian models, and a lot of people, myself included, who play Custodes, are like, "No, thank you. I'm not going to buy that."
Okay. So is this do you think this is a push for what is it? Do you think it's like the whole DEI bullshit or equity thing, or do you think?
Yeah, it's political equity. Yeah, it's political equity, and it's starting.
I mean, you and George are kind of the expert, because I mean, I'm not close to this, so that you seem like the kind of go-to people to talk to about this because I don't. In my experience, when I read some of the lore for Warhammer, when the Imperial Guards and the Space Marines, stuff like that, they didn't have female members mainly because the female body couldn't handle all of what the body goes through when they put in the batteries and they do all that shit. So that's why I was just kind of like, okay, female custodies, like, since you're saying these guys are like the elite of the elite, they're like the Onyx guards from like Years of War or something like
Yeah,
that.
basically. All right, hold on. I'll explain this a little because you're gonna you have to with this.
No, it's fine, That's why
A
I'm asking.
Space Marine, well, a current Space Marine, otherwise known as the Primaris, are given 22, 23 organs.
I think it was like 23 organs.
There was originally 19 organs that they were given until the 8th edition. The final 3, which are the Belisarian.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I truly am. But because of the echo that I'm hearing from your end, it feels like you're giving a speech on a podium, like a lecture hall, or a TED talk, and it's just like, huh. So this is what this is Warhammer 40K podcasts sound like.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's basically just being like Bane, like, what a beautiful voice.
I just need Tim to say, I have a dream.
I have a dream that no one will fuck with my fandoms anymore.
That's
Are you happy now?
If I put the mask, will you die?
Shut
it
up,
will
George.
be
What will break
extremely
first,
painful.
Tim, your wallet or your spirit?
If I take off the helmet, will you die? It'll be extremely painful.
Please remove your armor. At any given time, I cannot remove my armor due to readiness.
Okay, so are they? So this is basically just put. So like, okay, so they're given 22. They're given 22
Space
organs.
Marines are given organs.
Okay.
That basically beef them up to the point of about 4 meters in height. We're not talking about Tiberius the Redwig because he's a fucking giant.
So this is kind of like the Frank Horrigan from like Fallout kind of level.
Yes.
Where it's like
kind of.
So like, do you think? Okay, like speaking, I'm not like saying like an ego level thing, but like, okay, like, do you think like, okay, someone like my body could handle all the organs they put into me, but it would like beef me up to like maybe
you
like
have to be at a very young age, and even then,
basically what they do.
So it's basically like
George. I know the
the Spartan program, but more organs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Where your body.
What they do is they give you. There's 3 different tests they do. There's a test that they do.
More fireworks.
Called a genetic makeup test to see if the gene seeds are viable with your body. If they are, you get inducted into the apothecarian, where they stick you on a fucking slab and they don't even anesthetize you.
Jesus.
What you're describing feels like it's Doom Guy, but with Halo.
Yes.
More advanced than Halo, but yeah, they don't even.
It's a Doom Guy.
And certain chapters have their own certain way. Basically, the Blood Angels, they stick all of them in you and they drop you in a casket filled with blood. Literally.
Whose blood?
We don't need to answer that.
Yeah, we don't need to answer that. We're not going to answer that.
I really wish we could have seen George's face because the look of like the silence of everybody was.
I just imagine his eyes slightly opened wider.
Because on the Discord server that George and I are part of, he is literally called the Lord Commander of the Blood Angels. So we're not going to ask him shit about what his chapter does.
Okay.
Vampires.
So they get.
Is this like one of those? You don't talk about my chapter. I don't talk about yours.
Yeah, we don't ask, don't tell. So
basically,
okay. So they get dropped into a thing of blood. When they come out, are they just like? Do they not come out for like a certain period of time, or how does this work?
It's the I forgot what it's called. It's called
symbiosis.
Symbiosis.
No, they call it something else, but sometimes they call it the long sleep. And they come out. They look angelic.
Okay, so it basically
turns angelic.
So it turns them into their like physical peak.
I see. Warhammer syndrome.
Physical perfection.
Okay.
The custodes are literally genetically altered, all the way down to their base DNA.
So it's Gattaca basically. So like
yes.
they're bred to be custodes.
No,
I was gonna say. So it's basically a bunch of midlife crisis having mothers and their pageants with their daughters,
little infants, and they mess with their genetic makeup. By the age of 18, they're already 9.5 feet tall. It can literally
I don't see what the difference is between mine other than height.
Which Bane blades are a foot thick of armor. Literally,
I'm sorry. I just heard you say Beyblade.
Yeah, okay, so I wasn't the only one who heard that. But anyway, keep going.
Bane blades.
Bane blade.
literal
Okay,
thing.
sorry. All I heard was the Bay part of that, and I was just thinking, oh, okay. I didn't realize there was a crossover happening here.
Okay, so okay, is there any lore reason why women can't do it? I'm actually wondering.
It's because way back in the they took the whole thing down, but basically the genetic when the emperor first created the Legiones Astartes, he originally created them with the male genome in mind. Basically, it was to the point where he was, and if anyone's ever watched The Emperor Had Text-to-Speech, they literally touch upon it.
Okay.
Now,
So
in the
basically,
in the
he
actual
engineered-
lore-based sense.
Okay, so they basically engineered. Well, and it honestly makes sense because men, we naturally have many advantages and we're fit for combat more, or strength and other things. So it would honestly make sense that we could take more than normal.
Yeah,
so
we can take more punishment.
Yeah. So the argument, that's what I'm saying, is there a lore reason? Because my thing with it is that okay, these guys are engineered at the genetic level. Why wouldn't they create a man? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't they create a man? Because it's just
how those like memes, or not memes, but just like graduate at top of his class, or like like the older the grandmother figure talking about her grandson, or like the mother figure talking about like the siblings.
Mhm.
Why can't you be more like your brother? He graduated in the organ transplant top of his class.
Yeah.
He was a space marine, and what are you, our cannon
Okay,
fodder?
so my thing is, okay, so this is like your opinion, Tim and George. It's purely political. It's not like they're just doing this to say, hey, we did it. Like, okay, do you think that they will back down from this, or do you think they'll sell them, but they just won't make as many of them because they won't sell? Because personally, I think it's the latter, where it's like, okay, they'll put them on the shelf and just say we did it, but they won't make any lore for them.
Well, I think
They already did make more for them.
I think the way that it goes is they make a certain amount of
because
stock.
there was a little excerpt from the new Custodes Codex that I just got, and I don't know where the Codex went. I gotta look in my boxes.
Is it
Tim
online?
just has a collection of these.
It should be.
40K
what is it?
news articles, and just all of a sudden there's like a fold out poster of a
Custodes
Bull
Codex.
Oh, damn it. There we go. Sorry, I hit because I have voice mod on, so like I don't know if you can hear my there we go. And
that was Benson.
Yeah, that's why I hit that, because I was like, okay, yeah. Female Custodes lore.
I'd like to drop.
I don't even have that in my hot tab at the bottom.
Oh, jeez. Do I have to pull up Polygon?
I'd like to drop
Do you
out.
want to pull up Polygon?
I mean, not really, because just the site of Polygon just makes. Well, because if that's the only place that has the lore, like I'm looking at it, like
Polygon or Polygon.
Okay, well, we have Reddit, female custodians, a brief analysis. Nothing in the lore says the
Your elder gods and you.
Warhammer 40K fans are shocked by female custodians. Woman's
So you
perspective
think
on female
so you think he
custodians.
can battle mage?
What is it? Adeptus Ars. Would that be a decent place to start, Tim, as far as like lore?
What I do is for the lore, I go to either the fandom page or the Lexiconum page.
Okay, because I'm not seeing anything for the fandom page, which means they haven't updated the fandom page at least yet. I mean, I could go down to 2 and see. Creators respond to female custodies. Are there any female members? Oh god. Okay. Fuck.
Yeah. So basically, in the lore, they just dropped it. It's in the Codex.
Okay.
Basically, people were saying that it was part. There's an initiation called a blood game to prove that you are worth your
metal.
Shit. Yeah. You're worth your metal.
It's basically like a rite of passage, basically, to prove that you're worth.
And basically, the whole thing of a blood game is to see how far in the Imperial Palace you can get to the Emperor. The end goal is to kill the Emperor. And my thing is, because there was a codex from, I think, 4 or 5 years ago. One of the custodes got lost, ended up into the Dark Chambers, which is underneath the Imperial Palace, ended up walking into the Custodian Shadow Legion. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with those guys.
What are they
You
all
had
stealth
such
based?
an opportunity to make a Lion King
Yeah,
reference.
those
What
guys
about that
have
dark
to
side
deal
over
with
there,
the most
Father? We
demonic,
don't go
most
there.
dark, most fucked up shit every day. Their willpower has to be to the point where you're a goddamn Green Lantern.
Damn.
So green and animated.
No, they're black. Their armor is black.
Okay.
And if you see them, your day is ruined. You're dying whether you like it or not.
So basically, it's like if you're close enough to them to see them, that means it's already too late.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Warhammer Official put out a tweet that literally says, since the first of the 10,000 were created, there have always been female custodians. The problem is that it just feels lazy to just declare it and not just actually build lore around them first and then start gradually introducing them. So I'm more just in the realm of, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't really care. I'm just more of whenever they try to jam it, like, you know, women or any other fucking, like, something that's, you know, always been a certain way and just jam something else in there and just hope it fits. It always kind of bothers me.
Yeah,
So,
it comes out weird, awkward, and stupid.
I mean, my thing is you introduce it gradually. Like, my favorite way they ever did it was in Space Marine 1 when you have that female commander and the guy goes, "You're in charge." And she's like, "I'm the only one left." And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. She's the hero.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There has always been a female Imperial Guard commander that is so utter badass that they don't kill her.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of the thing. But even then, like, it doesn't bother me the hero by default. Like, that's never bothered me.
Miranda Nero was considered because she died at the Battle of Cadia.
I'm sorry, Tim. You saying all this, and I really respect you. Think of the last survivor. You say they're gonna be looking for army
your
guys.
mic was messing up, so we didn't hear like half that.
Oh, my joke got ruined.
Yeah. Well, maybe it wasn't meant to be. God came down and smited.
I can say it again. You know, I will say it again. You're not escaping this.
Okay, we'll say it again then.
Oh, I thought the only way to possibly be the last survivors is going to be, you know, look left, look right, and you see they're going to be looking for.
That was bad. That was bad.
Yes,
I'm known for making
they're going to be looking for army
jokes.
I'm just imagining a custodian sneaking in. He's just like all naked, like in paint, like in a bikini, just going like, "Oh, see, you guys are stupid. See, they're going to be looking for custodians." The one female custodian sitting there in a bikini, just red.
You know what? I'm going to send you a picture, Evan. I'm going to see if I can find it. They're in Brava Alpha Boost.
Okay, but I think we've spent enough time on female custodians because I mean, my thing is just women are coming for men's spaces again. That's just kind of what it comes from, and I don't care. I don't care, and let's just hope that. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even want to hope that they could fend them off. Just be like, "Hey, that's stupid." But I mean, custodians do look badass. I mean, okay. Why does every okay? Somebody asked me. Somebody answer this for me. Why does every single like fascist regime always have like the most badass armor or the most awesome looking uniforms? Like, I mean, no offense for what they did to your people, Tim, but I gotta be honest with you, like the Nazis, their coats were pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, no,
like, minus the swastika, they knew how to dress.
Well, Evan, I feel like that's obvious. The reason why is because they invaded and took it from someone else.
I mean, no, I mean they had that before. I mean, you had to make. My thing is, you have to take it. Like, you have to make the uniforms first. It's kind of like in G.I. Joe with Cobra. Like, somebody's attacking us. Who is it? I don't know. And it's like Cobra. Like, oh yeah, it's Cobra.
Yeah, brand recognition.
Yeah, brand recognition. You need brand recognition. Like, you can't just. Like, you got to make the uniform first. You're not like, I'm sure there was at least one gay guy that survived in Germany that was in the right going like, Charles, we need to stitch these together. We need to all march in unison. This does not match the trees.
Synchronize.
Yeah. You need to impress to express. Like there was
you won with the freedom.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't exactly freedom, but we won the war, so I mean that was the important part because they were more focused on,
I figured that was like the speech given when they were losing. It's like, be one with the democracy.
Yeah,
I guess I can't find it. When I
after we
find
bombed
it,
the
I'm
shit out of the
sending it to
places.
you.
But what is it? Okay, so
I feel like I'm giving I feel like I'm giving like a seminar speech at a dang what's it called? Helldivers 2 conference. Yes, my children, be one with freedom.
you're just giving a yoga
democracy,
class while you're yes, you got to be one with democracy. Giving like a
Okay,
hand.
Helldiver.
Yeah. Tim's literally sitting there. See, this is where I am gay, and I'm rubbing my balls against your face, and you're trying to stop, but you can't.
Where was that from?
I heard it from Steven Crowder one time. Anyway, okay. So
Get on a t-shirt.
all right. So
It starts on the front and finishes on the back.
Tim's look of utter disappointment. That's what sustains me. This is going out on YouTube, by the way.
So what you're saying is I'm making a mark.
I hate you.
Well, to be fair, you can say this. In terms of, Warhammer jokes, you've been involved in making a stain on them. Don't worry, washes out with club soda.
All right, so since we showed an awesome video, I got to show something that's less awesome, and we're gonna have to talk about it again, which I feel like
not
it's
a home movie.
You know what?
We got to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows.
First of all, that's not awesome. That is awesome.
Oh wait, no, last time your audio didn't say it properly.
As the only fucking black samurai in the fucking
samurai.
No, he's saying it right, Evan, because that's how Aku, shape-shifting master of evil and darkness, had said it.
Okay. Here's the biggest problem I have for Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh, here's what I thought you were going to say. Here's what I have a problem with. Here's the biggest problem I have with Aku, shape-shifting master of evil.
Oh, yeah, and literally just beams come down as he vaporizes me. But hey, Aku is a badass bad guy. You got to be honest with you about that. My favorite is when they're setting terms.
But he could have been taken out episode 1.
Yeah, he could have.
The only reason he didn't was because of dialogue.
Yeah, well, no, the only reason he didn't was because of plot armor. That's the reason why.
No, monologue. See, if Jack didn't hesitate and just try to make a big old speech, he could have just ended it right then and there.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's the way it always goes. Now, hang on. Now...
So is the samurai Yusuke, or who is it?
Yes, it is Yasuke. Yusuke. Yeah. Okay, now here's the problem I have. Now, I do have this book right here. The African Samurai, The True Story of Yasuke, a legendary black warrior in feudal Japan. Now, it is actually a pretty good read. It is actually a pretty good read, and I highly recommend people do read it. It's on the Audible. I might put the Audible description down below, or the Audible link, because the guy who reads it actually does do a pretty good job. And from what I understand, this is well researched. There's a lot of Japanese scholars coming out and protesting this game. Problem I'm also having is the fact Black Twitter is going fucking insane because they're automatically assuming that every white person hates the game because a black person's the main character, not realizing that it's the fact that Yasuke, there's no evidence to suggest that he was a samurai, for one. For two, there's not much information on the fact that what he did they just know that he was in Nobunu's court. So there's a lot of layers to this. I hate the reductionist argument with the fact that everyone's just saying they hate it. White people hate it because he's black. Because I'm mixed race, and I actually am not agreeing. Now, I got like 3 bullet points of why that's a bad idea. 1, little information, and I really think Assassin's Creed should go back to its roots and not do real life characters as being playable. Every time you got Yasuke should be a mission giver. He should not be a playable character. Every Assassin's Creed game you've interacted with history, you've never played as it, and I think that really oversteps bounds as far as what it does for the series. There are plenty of problems. There are plenty of people, and I honestly think that all playable characters should be from that general area. The only exception to that, because everybody kept bitching, saying like, "Oh, this is the first time we get a black assassin." False. We had one in Liberation, and we had Adwale in what is it? Assassin's Creed 4. You don't play as him. Yes, you do. Freedom's Cry. There's a DLC for it. You actually get to find. He actually finds where the Jackdaw sank canonically, which was pretty fucking awesome. 2, every single, like, it should just be a stealth game. Assassin's Creed has strayed way too fucking far away from what it was intentionally. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just, like, instead of being instead of it being mandatory to remain secret amongst the populace, it's now become optional.
Well, and that's really the big problem I have with it, because Yasuke is not going to be inconspicuous. Like, he's a 6'2". Okay, to put it in perspective, everybody Japanese people at that time, the average height was 5. I think it was 5'2", 5'3" for women. Men were 5'6", 5'7". Yasuke was 6'2", 6'3". He towered over them. That was actually one of the big reasons why when he showed up in Japan, it almost started a riot, because they all wanted to see him, because they had never seen a black person before. And 3, if Yasuke is going to get his own, I honestly think he should get his own game if he's going to do it. And I actually have multiple genres multiple genres in mind. From best to least, a Ghost of Tsushima style game would actually be pretty awesome. And I think it should detail his life all the way from the ruins of Africa being sold into slavery to becoming a mercenary and then going to Japan and actually interacting with the populace. Ghost of Tsushima style game, the combat would be a lot more dynamic and true to how he fought. And I think Val, you might be interested in this, a Yakuza style game. Because I think with the 3 style base that they've always done.
Yes, Evan, I would enjoy, fully body slamming enemy troops into the ground by burying them overhead and then pile driving them in.
Yasuke had a long journey from not only he didn't start off as a samurai because he wasn't native to Japan. He, like I said earlier, he was sold into slavery as a boy when another tribe raided his village, raped women, killed everybody, and sold him into slavery when he was a child. Eventually they taught him combat, and he actually fought in many places in Africa before the Jesuits came and effectively freed him. But I think that he was either bought or he was freed, and they hired him to be a mercenary too. And he went all across Asia because the Jesuits were Christian.
I haven't been keeping up with any kind of news of this game. So is the way that it's going to work? Because in all the other games like Odyssey, what was the other one? I'm forgetting the North. No, Odyssey was
Valhalla and Origins is the other 2 you're thinking.
Valhalla and Origin. Valhalla. Well, it was more Valhalla and Odyssey, where you could choose the gender of your main character as you fully design.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Okay,
later, Tim. Enjoy work.
Later, Tim.
Oh yeah, totally.
Is this going to be a situation where you can choose between Yasuke and the female protagonist, or is this going to be you play certain parts as each one?
I believe you'll be able to choose, or I'm actually not sure. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Because if there's an option to play one versus the other, you could strictly just play as the main assassin and get the more nonsensical.
Okay.
Or not nonsensical. What is the word I'm looking for?
Reductive.
No, the more I guess the more stealth-oriented playthrough.
So if you wanted to go stealth versus combat.
Exactly, but it could also be one section where it's both have their own story plot throughout the entire game, and you could necessarily basically play both sides of it, to where you could strictly pick one character and see their perspective on what happened during each major mission, or you could swap, what's it called? So you basically have to play the game twice to get both sides of the story.
Yeah. Well,
or it could be same story, but you can choose who you play as, and then both characters are in the same event, operating separately.
at the same time, I'd actually argue that I think this would be the best case for a co-op style game. Now, I will say this: Ubisoft is. I mean, well, do you want to watch the trailer and then I'll open it up to the panel?
I mean, I kind of remember seeing it from last time, but I figure since you have to redo the audio thing, go for it.
I mean, like, we can. I mean, we can watch. I mean, we can watch it since we. I mean, I'm just going to assume that everybody's seen it by now. George, have you seen it?
I have not.
Do you want to watch it?
Fuck it.
Okay.
That's the answer for everything.
Pretty much.
And again,
I want to
I said
include
it before last time, but I'll say it again. It's like this is basically like a Dead by Daylight intro.
Yeah.
Like this is like I'm expecting the Oni from that game to appear.
Yeah.
Third.
Arden, use the link in the hobbyist chat and join us.
And once again, they know how to make a game look good, but when it comes to actually playing it, it's debatable.
Yep.
Yep.
I just know they're going to make DLC that's all about the, what's it called, the gods of this pantheon and whatnot, where you have to do a job for Amaterasu or
Probably.
Kamiyami and the Shinigami. But what does it look like they're painting, Yosuke as the villain with that arc right there of the Burning Village?
I'll tell you what I think in a minute.
Dun 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 dun. With all the smoke and sabers being brought out, I could assume this is a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Oh look, wheat fields. So now we've gone back to Greece.
Yeah.
You cannot just inconspicuously hand off something like that to a guy like him.
Hence why I had a problem, but hang on.
Like, I mean, if you had your hood up, sure thing, that just makes it more obvious, but...
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I had expected Ubisoft to use the song Painted Black again.
Probably couldn't get the rights to it.
No, probably Call of Duty got to
This
it
is
before
actually
they
my
did.
favorite part.
You only enjoy this because it's a Kanabo being showcased.
Oh, dude, it's a guy like me wielding a fucking Kanabo, something I would wield in real life.
It seems a little on the shorter side, though.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it yeah, well, hang on. Like I said, oh. Okay. Okay, Arden, do me a favor, mute yourself in Discord and then unmute yourself in Rumble. Okay, so George, okay, I'm just gonna open it up to the panel. What does everybody think?
I mean, it looks cool, but
my thought is what my comment was based on, like, when it was mentioning the looks. It looks good, but gameplay's gonna be otherwise.
You hear me?
Hey, Arden.
Hey, I'm back from party and doing some stuff because I was preparing stuff for at least to make a kind of like little grill out tomorrow for Memorial Day.
Oh,
so we're just preparing some pico de gallo, some hot dogs, and other
nice.
stuff too.
We were just watching the Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer and giving our opinions on it.
It looks good.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
a
give me
Ubisoft
1
game,
second.
so I'm not
I'm
playing
open my
it.
other window because I'm smoking, and my
That's
girlfriend
fine.
doesn't like me smoking inside, so I'm trying to.
You shouldn't be smoking
Put
at
it
all
out,
inside.
you know.
You're gonna make your entire apartment fucking smell, or your place smell like cigarettes. I know because I lived was a smoker all my life, and we had to kick him out.
Apologies, everybody. Oh.
I'll be right back.
Okay. My thing is, I think that Ubisoft is literally just grasping at straws, and this comes off as very desperate.
They have reached the bottom of the barrel.
They actually are, to be honest. If I recall correctly, even the CEO is kind of just fucking around.
It's one of those things where it's just okay. I like Yasuke as a figure from history, and I honestly, am I the only person that whenever you see something misrepresented, you think that person deserves better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I honestly think he deserves better, and and this to me, all this looks at all the and this is just going to be, what is it? Val, you asked why are they kind of setting him up to be the villain in this? Personally, this is just my opinion. What they're doing is they're setting him up as the villain that gets disillusioned with who he's serving, so he could overthrow them.
Oh no. I meant for that one still frame of the burning village. They kind of made him portrayed as the villain.
No, I know, and I think that's what they're kind of setting up to do is him being disillusioned with who he's serving, and then getting with her, and then
I think it'll be like so one of those cliche, see what you're doing from an alternative perspective, realize you've been doing nothing but wrong, and then you try to go on a self-service mission to right the wrongs you've committed.
Pretty much. And I don't have a problem with that story, but the problem is I look at Yasuke and all I'm seeing is that I'm just seeing a pawn, if that makes sense.
He was there.
It's not even that. It's like I'm seeing a pawn from Ubisoft just basically being like, hey, like our games aren't doing well. We're just going to put this guy in. We're going to do a game centered in here and centered around a black person. And then if you don't like it, then you're the problem.
Well, at least their game gets what's it called? Gets notoriety plus being talked about, I guess. They get more publicity from just doing a small stunt like this than paying for the actual commercial or interview.
I mean, but even then, it's like, okay, like this can only go so far. You know what I mean? Like that old. I really feel like that old phrase of any publicity is good publicity really went out the window once they started doing. Really went out the window when they started doing like a lot of the DEI bullshit. Like things like female custodies, like, oh, well, this person's gay, or this person's non-binary, or this person's this, or this person's that, because people aren't going to watch it because they see what you're doing and they don't want to watch it.
Fair.
We already have this. Like and honestly, I really think that Ubisoft really dropped the ball. Like if you want a Assassin's Creed game in Japan, just play Ghost of Tsushima.
That is also fair.
Like,
I also recommend it because it is a good game.
I mean, hell, did you see the figures of fucking Ghost of Tsushima on PC for the director's cut? Dude, it is the best. Like, the CEO of Sony literally said, Ghost of Tsushima is the best game that we've brought over to Steam.
I don't know if this is a good make-up point to connect to this. I don't know if you've seen it, but I believe it was the director that was part of Stellar Blade. They're heavily considering porting the game over to PC due to the profits from the game not meeting their expectations of what was invested in.
I would actually not be against it. I'm actually surprised because Stellar Blade looked really cool, and everybody who's
No, it was, and a lot of people were talking about it, but it wasn't. They didn't sell as many copies as they had initially expected, and so the company's literally thinking that they need to, for lack of a word, broaden their.
I honestly just look at that. Oh God.
Same thing with Square Enix, actually.
Oh, okay. I mean, I honestly just look at that and say that not many people have a PlayStation 5. So,
and that too, but I think it's because mostly just like between like the whole COVID epidemic and due to the fact that there wasn't anything really being hyperly mass produced for everybody, they figured might as well just go with PC since all the parts they need were available and around the same pricing as a PS5.
Yeah, I mean that does play a role. So I'm not gonna lie.
What you guys talking about?
We're talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows, but like the thing just in general, like we're just talking about, like I'm kind of just using this as a catalyst to kind of, I mean, this is called the Sunday Soapbox for a reason, so you can just kind of speak your mind and say whatever the fuck you want. I'm looking at this game and I'm just seeing desperation.
It is. Ubisoft
And
has been fucking up because what's called, if I remember correctly, their Skull and Bones just went down in fire recently.
So I'm just looking at this and like Ubisoft's just grasping at anything, and I'm honestly just, since I'm just tired of it. Like, it boils down to, I mean, okay, let me propose a question. What was the last stealth game, good stealth game, I should say, that came out in like the past 5 years?
That I can remember playing Ghost of Tsushima when it came out.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell.
Last couple of years.
Yeah, last 5 years.
That's why. Oof.
Yeah, like, and I mean, I guess you could count Ghost of Tsushima as a stealth game, but let's just go. Let's actually narrow this down a little bit more. Let's start with like pure
Hitman,
stealth.
actually.
Yeah, like let's just go with pure stealth game. Hitman's one of them.
Last 5 years, it's gonna be Hitman, just because that is technically a stealth game.
Well, no, I mean like that. I mean, it's not even technically is a stealth game.
It is a stealth game, because if we're going beyond that, Splinter Cell, but last Splinter Cell was like what, 2011.
Yeah, probably 2013. I'm being completely honest,
2013?
but probably.
Yeah, so Splinter Cell has almost 15, 16 years since we last.
Well,
seen it.
there's also there was also Dishonored 2.
It was also Dishonored 2. I guess you
Yeah.
can count
Yeah.
that as a stealth game.
Nah, I prefer the first one over the second one. I'm gonna be honest.
It's one of those things that, I mean, like the last really popular stealth game that I can remember, and a lot of people kind of give me shit that I consider a stealth game, because I consider a stealth game.
Wait, does
wait. Okay, but well, I mean,
actually, we're gonna go stealth game. Wait, do we count indie games, or are we counting what's it called?
Sniper Elite.
Or are we?
you can count Sniper Elite.
Yeah, Sniper Elite. Yeah, Sniper Elite.
Yeah, I mean, you can count Sniper Elite. Okay,
Sniper Elite 4, definitely.
Yeah,
that's a good game.
But like, I'm talking like, I mean, Sniper Elite is kind of a pure stealth game, but like, what other pure stealth games do we have? I mean, I don't count Dishonored, and I don't count, and the only reason I don't count Tsushima's stealth is the main focus.
Well, if you're talking about pure stealth games in all sense, technically speaking, if by your categorizing of it, then Hitman shouldn't be on that list as well, just for the fact that it's similar to that of Dishonored or Deus Ex.
No, and here's the only reason why I say that Hitman counts is literally because the stealth is the main focus. If you try to shoot your way through that, you will die.
Not necessarily. Someone did, and I don't know if. Let me see if I can find the video.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you guys. I completed Hitman by going guns blazing, and that was when I was younger because I sucked at fucking stealth at the time.
Yeah, you have to be very meticulous in how you plan to do all of the hits. If you try to shoot your way through, it will be very, very difficult. Dishonored, you can run through that game with killing everybody, and there's really no consequences except getting the bad ending.
I don't want.
The only other game I could think of that's a pure stealth game that I could think of is probably Outlast or what is it? Alien Isolation.
Yeah, I would go those two. There is another one, but I don't want to give Ubisoft the fuck. I don't want to give you. And then again, this one was a shitty game anyway, so I wouldn't even count it because you can still go guns blazing.
What?
Rainbow Six, Breakpoint.
I was going to say Siege, and was going like, well.
I mean, he's not wrong, but I mean, okay, but here's kind of
it in Wildlands, but I would not go with
You
those.
mean Ghost Recon?
Ghost Recon? Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Also, like at the same time, like you could also count what is it? I mean, hell, I would throw oh god, what is it? Sticks into that as well.
Yeah,
Sticks, Cloak of Shadows. I mean, Thief came out in 2014, but it was a resounding failure.
Actually, technically, because this does count as a stealth game when you partial stealth game. The Batman Arkham series.
Partial stealth. It's partial just okay, but like my thing is like, okay, for example, the Splinter Cell games. All right. Splinter Cell, the main focus is you have to sneak around and be as stealthy as possible. First Splinter Cell mission, a lot of the mission that, or the first Splinter Cell, the mission that is heralded the best is actually the embassy mission, because you have to sneak in and out without being detected, and you cannot knock any of the guards out. You cannot do anything. You have to sneak around purely. And that's what I'm kind of meaning by
Evan, technically speaking.
Oh Jesus, here we go. Okay,
Persona 5.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
No.
I was waiting for you to say some shit like that. Oh, also, little quick side side thing. I got the Fabula Ultima book. I was telling my friend, you know what I could technically do? I could run a Persona game if I really wanted to.
Nice.
But
Or
anyway,
one of the classes
Evan,
being
I have
able
a
to
question.
summon a spectral
Wait.
JoJo avatar.
maybe. But anyway, just back to the main
Evan,
conversation.
So this is when
what's
someone
called-
rolls a 20 and kills a boss in your game, you're just gonna suddenly play like the main JoJo theme for forgetting who's the
The
character.
Pillar
for,
Men.
you know, dun 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 dun.
When we end the session, I'm definitely gonna play the the to be continued meme. But anyway,
At the end of it, you're just gonna start playing Walk Like an Egyptian during the end of the game session.
but like back to the main conversation. I'm just like, okay, what was like? I mean, we're kind of in a stealth drought that's not indie, and it actually disappoints me a lot. I mean, we have
say there's a bunch of indie games that do stealth and
but like that's the problem is like okay, like I was thinking about this today. Okay, everybody here's comic book fans, right? Or like at least read some comics.
Used to,
Yeah.
but I have general knowledge. Yes.
Everybody likes Marvel, everybody likes DC, stuff like
Not
that.
anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
not anymore, but their comics are failing. Last 10 years, comic sales have been in the gutter.
Because they
despite
went shit.
Well, because they're shit, but like they say, well, no, comics are doing better than ever. You want to know why they're doing better than ever? Anybody want to take a guess?
Movies.
No, manga. They count manga as comic books. A little Hollywood accounting there. Manga looks good because manga is outselling comic books like tenfold.
That
Okay.
should not be categorized.
I keep forgetting that Marvel has their own manga line.
Well, no, not even that. They're not even buying they're not even buying the Marvel manga. They're just buying manga from Japan. Those count as comic.
I hate that because what's called manga should be considered books over comics just because what's called they're hardcover big ass book instead of being like a thin ass.
Well, but like they do sell like comic book
I
collections.
think I do believe we are being projected off topic a little bit.
Facetious, but here's the problem I'm having is that like okay, every single like does anybody here remember their first time they played a stealth game or their first time they played a video game or the first time they opened a comic book and they just felt like do you ever remember feeling moved?
Yes.
Like, okay, I'm gonna tell a story, and I probably told it.
When I started up Legend of the Dragoon for the first time, and I heard that introductory moment.
Yeah, like there were back.
I think
then,
Combat Evolved for the first time.
Yeah, like back then there were games that like and media that moved us. Like every person, every kid in the last 20, like in like 20 years ago. 20 years ago was 2004. Great year for gaming. Great year for a lot of things. And I get so frustrated because there are so many games out there that like I wouldn't even say deserve a second chance, but they made us feel something. Like everybody, like the first time I played, I saw the demo for God of War 1, and I saw my brother playing it before I went to school. And I saw him fighting the Hydra. And I saw this pale guy with tattoos wielding these big ass blades and something, and like he's prying the Hydra's mouth open and slashing it like that. That made me feel like amazing, and that started me on a journey. Can you think of anything in the last 5 years that's made you feel like that?
Elden Ring, if I'm gonna be honest.
To be fair, the Souls games are made to make you feel like, you know.
But that still counts. Like Ghost of Tsushima was one of the there were 2 times, probably 3 technically. Ghost of Tsushima, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Cyberpunk were the last times I genuinely felt something from a game.
To be fair, for me, it was more like I really enjoyed the hell out of Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon.
Yeah,
that is true. Actually, that is true. I'm gonna go with them.
But like, okay, like let's
Elden Ring.
But let's take it away for another second. Manga or comics. Have you felt anything from what you've seen? Movies?
Manga. Every time I read, especially when it comes to like a lot of the Gundam ones or a lot of the hardcore fantasy darker theme. Comic book wise, the last time I had anything feeling was when I thought they were changing course when Thor, when he was unworthy. They had his run in arc, and I thought they were going to give him a fucking new hammer. I was happy until fucking the end of that, where it said it's like fuck you.
In
But-
terms of manga, there have been 2. Well, technically 3. There was Jujutsu Kaisen,
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen I heard is really good. I haven't
Kaiju
seen it.
number 8, and he was the hero the city did not need, but they got anyway. Chainsaw Man.
Definitely.
Flame was too bad.
In my case, I haven't really read many manga. I remember reading a couple during high school, but that was like late at night.
But
The only
like,
real
Sorry,
any-
sorry to interrupt you guys. I could have. I had a moment of relapse for a second because of the fact I looked at Evan's screen for YouTube right now,
yeah.
and right where I saw Enter Jordy from Watch Dogs, I was thinking it's like, oh man, that looks weirdly. That's not the Kiryu I know.
Yeah, no, I thought you were gonna say something like that too. But like, okay, like as far as well, George, continue your story. I'm sorry.
Oh right. The only thing that I did feel a bit fucking what's the word? Astonished a little bit was for one of the Gundam series, one of the manga they did recently, or it should be recent,
Wait, which
Were
one
they-
is it? The one where
where they make the Gundam look like a fucking monster. I'm like, oh fuck.
Wait, is that the fuck the burning one where it got melted into lava?
No.
Was
It is on the case like how Zeon sees the Gundam.
Oh, the recent one. Yeah. I know what you're
Okay.
talking about.
But like movies,
Are you
have-
talking about Wind of the Moon prequel?
No.
No,
Just during the 1 year war.
it's when the shadow. It's when the shadow Gundams are the ones that aren't on the dots or on the records.
but
the
like,
first
okay,
one.
like, and you felt something because you were a fan of those games, or you liked that style, or you liked what they did with the story. You liked so in movies. Have you guys felt that in the past like couple of years? Anything that you saw
That's
made
what-
you really feel something, or made you feel
okay.
inspired?
Yes. Only recently, but only because I'm a big historian and when it comes to stuff. Oppenheimer.
I loved Oppenheimer, but
Now
and
that I've fully seen it, I can also agree. But I've also
I
seen a
still
few
didn't see it.
others, thanks to my trip to Croatia.
yeah, what else? Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Uh,
or-
No, not that.
Oh,
I know.
I'm still watching that right now. I need to get around to finishing it.
I don't know what the hell to think about that movie. All I know is it definitely
was-
wasn't on my top 10.
It was cool. It was just weird.
It got weird fast. It went from 0 to 100 real fast. But what's it called? The Beekeeper. That was.
I heard the Beekeeper was really cool.
The
it was totally
Jason
focused on a
Statham,
man that was
the
just-
Jason Statham one. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just like the main premise of that movie was a person that took care of Jason Statham's character perished due to a cybercrime, and it didn't matter who, what, when, or where. This man witnessed the loss of one of the only few people he knew to actually care for, rather than him caring for others, and he just went on this mass vendetta where he just started taking out, like, he worked his way from the bottom to the top. And you rarely heard the man speak, but all you know was just constant action during his parts. And then
Yeah.
when they introduced the police side of things, you slowly got an understanding of how the world in that movie worked, similarly to what we have today. But it was built upon a sense of there's always that one, like, there's always someone right above you, but then there's also someone that's not above, like, the President of the United States, but beyond that, no one has control over this section, like, not even the people that run it.
Okay, like that's actually kind of interesting. Like, I mean, I think there's been other other movies, games, and media that's just
I
kind
will
of like
say
the
that-
X-Files.
I will say this, in terms of just movies similar but different, like not within the last few years, but just like movies that I've officially watched or can remember watching fully, that have stuck with me up until now. Movies that kind of sparked my interest back in certain genres of games and media.
Yeah.
What's it called? Deadpool, Train to Busan, Pacific Rim. Believe it or not, the newest Puss in Boots movie.
Bullet Train. Bullet Train was probably one of the best movies I saw in the last 5
Oh
years.
hell yeah!
Bullet Train was great, but it's just fun. But like, it's one of those things where a lot of people, I mean, I'm pretty sure the four of us, if we got together, could probably write a better script than what's being produced.
No, definitely.
And I'm getting frustrated.
It's a little harder than it looks, believe me.
No. And it's not even a matter of difficulty, Val. It's a matter of just
Continuity.
Not even continuity. We have passion for what we do.
Yeah, continuity.
Yeah. Like we have passion, we have heart, we love what we do. The reason why I do this is because I love doing. The reason why I push myself to the absolute brink of exhaustion for when I'm working out or when I'm playing a game or when I'm doing it, I go out and I get it all, is because as long as a few of you people out there watching love what I do and love my take on things, I'll keep doing it. But my thing with it is that it frustrates me because they're giving projects to people that lack that never had it to begin with, never cared about these characters, or have nothing but disdain for them and want to put their own spin on it. And that disappoints me because it pisses me off because it always bothers me when somebody doesn't understand what made that character what it is. So, for example, like the Halo show. Now,
although we agreed never to talk about it.
I know.
Normally, I would agree, but I gotta say the way they fucking did it, no.
Yeah. Okay. Now, contrast. The Halo show. If you've never played the games, never read any of the extended lore, everybody loves it. All the fans.
I'm just gonna say this right now. That mere statement invokes a fear, because in contrast, when a person would go back to play the games, like the older games that came before the show, to get an understanding of like why the hype was so good for it, or like why they enjoyed the show so much, and be like, oh man, there's bound to be a bunch of drama and action and like some real like, human element in in this broad and alien correct. Like, no, you're playing as a soldier who is constantly having to decide for himself whether or not he's truly the machine in hand or if he's truly human.
Yeah, and
he builds up his own character, his own sense of free will.
Wait. That builds up to 4 to 5.
Which I honestly think are the worst games in the
1
series.
to 3 is basically just killing aliens, killing zombies, like true badass you are. Taking names, chewing food.
Well, no. One is saving your fellow SC troops that were captured by the Covenant and then subsequently killed off by the Flood. Subsequently, you don't do that mission, but you're the sole survivor. Halo 2 was subsequently, you're taking the fight to the Covenant in order to kill off the Prophets, and even in the end, Master Chief's one of the few people to actually follow through and take out the Prophets, but even he's basically sent out by Cortana just for the fact that he was needed back on Earth as their greatest weapon. And Halo 3 was a subsequent Mario game where your princess is another castle, go into the next mission while also stopping the Covenant.
But I have to interject. I have to actually interject and say that you're wrong on just 2, and that's just the fact that 2 you actually got a lot more depth from not just Chief, but you got a lot of depth in Covenant society with the Arbiter.
Yeah.
And that is where the drama plays in, because honestly, if you look at the Arbiter as just a character, you're just thinking of a guy who got fucked over and is just looking for a way to get back in the fight. But as you play as him, you really understand not only the way Covenant society functions, but the way that how his you see his character change.
Wait, I had a meme for this. Where is that?
You the books also expand on that too.
They expand on that, and you see how the very foundations of Covenant society got rocked by finding out what they believed in was a lie. And Keith David brought that to life. I don't care who the fuck you are. I met Keith David as a Spawn when I was way too young to be watching the HBO series. And to this day, I think Spawn and Arbiter are his 2 best characters because he brought that character to life. And you got to see everything that he found out, the basis of everything that he believed in was a lie and was willing to fight for it. And then in 3, you got to see how him and Chief interact. And then it all culminated in the best scene, the only good scene it wasn't even in 5, it was in Master Chief Collection, when Locke is asking Arbiter about Chief. And And he says the best quote, and he said, "Your people called him demon." He goes, "Your people called him demon." Was that meant as an insult? He goes, "It was an insult, of course, but it always had its always monotone of respect." He said, at one point in time, he was my enemy. I fought him, I fought beside him, and towards the end, I called him brother. And that is what makes the Arbiter. That is the antithesis of his arc. Of how, but my problem with it is that you had people that didn't know what made those games great and decided to put their own spin on it, and then are surprised when the fans are like, "This fucking sucks." Now, my dad would say, you got to go into it with a clear head. You got to go into it, just take it as it is. Take it as it is, to disregard the source material and just look at it on its own. There's some truth to that. But I'll openly admit there are a lot of things in this world that I'm just too attached to, and that is definitely one of them. And that's just for the fact that that was my childhood. Contrast that with Fallout. Fallout, you look at that and you clearly see that that was made for the fans. I've watched it. I loved it. There are 3 issues I have with it, and I think a lot of them are very minuscule. 1, you don't have Ron Perlman doing his "War Never Changes" speech.
They don't?
They don't. No. You haven't watched it yet?
No.
Okay. They do
and
not.
just like that, we ruined it for him.
Yeah. They do not.
George, you got to come over. I have what's it called, Amazon. We can watch the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have Prime too. I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
Yeah. 1, they don't have him do the "War Never Changes" speech. 2, the first episode, it has no exposition for what everything is. 3,
yeah, I agree with that.
3, I really feel like, and like basically 3 is the fact that there's no Ron Perlman in it, like at all, which I honestly think they kind of robbed him. And 2 of those things can be mitigated if they had just done like it. And by 3, I'll actually just say that the first episode really doesn't set it up for newcomers. But that captured the soul of what made Fallout good. It had the dark humor. It had all of the items in it. It had like them using chems of fucking. It had the one of the main characters. Like they introduce every character as if they're like a D&D party. So it's like Lucy in the first episode, and it shows like 20 minutes of her. The first episode is actually very long. It's like almost 2 hours. Great all the way through though. Because it sets up the main 3 characters. It sets up Lucy, it sets up Maximus, and it sets up the Ghoul, Walton Goggins' character. Now, the one thing I love about it is it really there's not it's actually its biggest detriment, but also its biggest strength. There's not a lot of combat in it. There's not a lot of action sequences. But I honestly think that's what makes it great, because a lot of it is relying on the dialogue and it allows it to shine through. I also love how it has all of the music from that is either music from the game or music from that era that it takes place. So there's actually a part, and this is a minor spoiler, George, so I apologize, because Maximus is part of the Brotherhood of Steel, his arm, he has to get something fixed in his armor. And he gets out of his armor and goes into town for a second. He comes back and there's scavengers fucking with his armor. And so he has to, basically they beat the shit out of him. So he goes over, he grabs a couple things from something after he's bleeding from the mouth, and he beats the shit out of him. And as he's beating the shit out of him, Johnny Cash starts playing. And I'm like, okay, that's great, because, or in the beginning when it's when it pops up Maximus, and then it shows his origins of being in the Brotherhood of Steel and stuff like that. Folsom Prison Blues starts playing. So all of them have their own theme music for when they're doing something. That's what a good setup is. But it had the dark humor. It had a lot of the characters. It has dog meat in it. It has a lot of great. What made they knew, because Todd Howard was involved with the development of it. It had everything that you want in a Fallout show. And that's what makes it thing, and that's the disconnect. Okay, put it to you this way. after that show came out, Fallout 4 became the best-selling game of 2024.
Oh no, yeah, I saw the sales on fucking Steam.
And Hidden Xperia even had a tweet where he said the reason why Halo didn't go through that after the show came out was because the show didn't follow the lore, and you didn't have people wanting to know.
There was no heart to it.
It had no teeth. Fallout had teeth because it didn't explain everything, and everybody's like, I want to know more about this, so everybody went out and bought Fallout 4. Now, granted, everybody says, well, everything went on sale, so that's the reason why. Fuck that. I mean, it's not just that. It's not just that. It's literally the fact that some people saw a show that they liked. They wanted to know more about the world. Granted, Fallout took some liberties.
YouTube and watched the whole fucking lore.
Yeah, like it took some liberties, but it didn't take that many. And that's the problem I'm having is the fact that you don't have people that are passionate about the source material that are writing this stuff. You have people that are either trying to push an agenda, people that don't. Yeah, sorry, that threw me off because I had the live chat pulled up. Can you hear me, Arden, on through YouTube and stuff like that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm making sure.
I can hear us all.
Okay, I'm making sure. But you don't have people you either have people pushing an agenda, you have people that are trying to don't have any knowledge or care for the source material, or people that have nothing but disdain for it, and it pisses me off because we used to have a passion for the art.
Used to.
And it just pisses me off that we don't have that anymore.
Don't worry about it. We'll get it back. Just wait another 10 years.
But it's a thing of okay.
I don't want to wait that long.
Well, that's part of
watch old TV. Go watch old TV. There's a shit ton of media.
No, I know,
back 50, 60 years. That's what I've been doing.
But Arden, that defeats the point. Like it's one of those things where it's just like that's what I'm frustrated about is the fact that there's a person I watch who I think is really really hilarious, really funny, and he does a show that's like Tim Pool's show, like Timcast IRL, but they do another show called PCC, Pop Culture Crisis, and he talks about how I just spend most of my time watching old media. I don't watch anything really new unless we're reviewing it.
I gotta do this.
And I also have a trailer to showcase then, in order to perhaps sway this in the opposite direction of some passion was brought back to a previous work. It was still fairly new, but people like.
Oh yeah, sure. Give it to me.
Audience. So some background here. And I think George will agree with me on this. The initial release of this, Narrow, it was a good game overall, but there were many things people wanted changed, and they actually listened. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance trailer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Hey, let me take a look at it.
Because I haven't played through much of the original on Switch, but I do know that there is a lot of shit that was missing that didn't explain.
There was. I think I only on the Switch. I only played it and finished it.
Announcement trailer or an ideal world?
An ideal world. There were 2 trailers for it, but I think the ideal one is the most recent. Yeah.
Okay.
Think of it like how they did it with
Sonic.
With P5. What's the definitive edition?
For what?
For Persona 5 definitive edition. I keep forgetting what it's called.
Oh, Royale.
Royale, yeah. Where they added more characters. You had.
Well, no, actually, George, it's different.
No. It is.
Vengeance.
Well, here. Okay. Well, hang on one second, guys. Why don't we watch the
hold on. Let me explain this because this is actually a crucial piece to know.
Okay.
So, for Shin Megami Tensei 5, not only did they make changes overall, like 50 plus changes, mind you. Mm-hmm. It says I guess you have the right screen. It says the expanded story. So there are 2 separate stories where you can play one or the other, and neither are. They have some similar elements, like characters, places, and whatnot, but they're technically 2 separate stories. There's the canon path or not canon, but creation path, and then there's the vengeance path, which is what this trailer is referencing to. So you have 2 stories now to go with.
Okay. All right.
So
I'm
We can
game.
pull up the original trailer if you want to see what the original base SMT5 was going to be about.
Well, here, why don't we? Here, actually, you know what? I think I'll do it this way. Let's show an ideal world trailer first, and then we'll show the Vengeance trailer. Sound fair?
That's fine. Well, hold on. Wait.
Ideal world is Vengeance.
Ideal world is Vengeance.
So you have to go through the
yeah,
story.
just Shin Megami Tensei 5 trailer. Just type that in real quick.
Okay. Well, that's what. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on.
You just had Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, no, I see that now.
Nocturne was really fucking good. I really like how dark it went.
Okay.
There we go. Story trailer.
Okay. Come on. Right.
Oh, this.
Fuck that.
It's really trying. No. You don't want to see this.
As a Blood Angel player, I say bring the blood.
Oh, it's even in the Japanese dub. Nice.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, you just keep it like that.
I know. I plan to. I want them to see the subtitles.
Also, George, wasn't there like a big conspiracy like this game took place during 3 as well?
I was wondering about that too, actually.
Hang on.
He is gigantic in game, by the way. The guy with the fire sword you just saw.
Oh, I bet. Damn.
My boy King Frost.
Here, be right back. I'm gonna empty my answer. Okay.
Now, to any non-fans or people that have played a Shin Megami Tensei game before, that large, imposing figure you had seen inconspicuously within the cutscenes that were showcased here in this trailer, that is one of the more reused and highly powered I'd say antagonists, but also on occasion, depending on which end you're going for, your ally, that would be Lucifer.
Okay,
Also
so it's
depends on the game too. Also
Exactly, but we don't talk about 4.
Was 4 not good?
So look up pull up a new tab.
Oh well, let
It's
me
better
say
to-
this. 4
No,
was
George. It's better to
exclusive-
showcase this on a new tab
Alright.
through Google, by the way.
Well, let me just say this: 4 was my first one and also my favorite. But
Oh no, I like the
3
story of 4. I'm talking about just strictly character design.
oh no, yeah, of course. But yeah,
Yeah,
fucking,
type
it
in
was my
Shin Megami
first one.
Tensei 4 Lucifer.
Oh, that.
No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. That's what I'm fucking talking about here.
The Apocalypse version. You'll see what you'll see. You'll show them too.
Oh Jesus!
No. Here's okay. So that's 4.
The one on the left. The one on your left.
Far left.
No.
There we go.
This one right here.
Yes.
Yeah. See,
Oh,
that's 4 Lucifer. Now go 4 over from the top and 1 down.
this one right here.
That's the best one.
Oh, that looks pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I
one
don't
of
know
the
what-
original models, and then the other one that's not PG-13. You know,
What do you see his dick or something?
no.
I know
Titties.
it's just like I think it's just overly the religious tone. If you look up 4 Apocalypse, there's even like a worse change. I think.
It's funny. I was really excited for Apocalypse. I just never got around to fucking playing it.
I thought it was decent enough, but
What's
just
this
like
one?
That's from 4, original 4.
that's from 4.
Which one do I click? Oh,
The
this one
one-
right here.
The one on the Golden Throne. That one's from Apocalypse.
This one right here.
Yes.
Doesn't look that bad, but still, that looks.
No, that
weird.
one actually looks pretty cool. It looks weird though. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah, like he looks like an alien. He's not.
Well, here's the
supposed
thing.
to-
Like up until this point in 4, I had only known the one with the black wing, like the 6 black wings and opposing figure with the pure white cloth. But when they introduced that version,
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? Like
I get they're supposed to be imposing, evil looking, and downright demonic esque. Even like the angelic.
yeah,
figures,
yeah, but like I said, they made him look too much like an alien.
That's essentially the thing with some of these games. Sometimes they just essentially make him look too alien to be, really taken serious. That right
Well,
there, the red winged
evils
one. That one was like he was imposing. He had authority just in his base.
Well, and he
overall
actually
design.
looks fairly biblically accurate. Like he looks like a demon.
Oh wait, hold on. If you want to go really like weird, look up Satan.
wait, hold up. At the bottom, in the middle,
This
with
right
a gun.
here.
With a gun
Oh, hang on.
on your left.
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, I saw that.
If you just look up Satan.
You might be wondering
Thanks.
about the schoolgirl. Don't worry about that.
We don't talk about that.
No, that actually looks pretty fucking awesome.
Okay, yeah. Now here's the thing. Now look up. Oh, actually, the image to the left of the one you have right now.
That's
So
the
the-
original and titties.
I guess. I mean,
It was also like.
but that one looks like if you saw that, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that
Like
was
that-
awesome.
Which,
like
to be
that-
fair, it's also kind of cool because the fact that it has 7 heads, which in my opinion, was like they wanted to introduce like the 7 deadly sins, but
Yeah, like that's really what they were. You could.
then
Or
here's the thing, like
the
and amongst
apocalypse.
them Beelzebub was thing, and then it was like legitimately a gigantic fly.
All right, but like that's the thing is that like okay, like
Oh,
okay, but
Look
do you know
up
why?
Odin. Look
What?
up Odin from Shin Megami Tensei. You'll see the 2
Oh
different
God,
models.
Odin!
I love the new model.
They did some good stuff with Odin. Which is weird when you think about his older designs, because there's like simplicity.
Right?
Wow, he actually looks that actually looks pretty fucking awesome.
The image to
Right?
the right of that one is the old design they had.
Yeah, like they made him look way more because that looks like a Dragon Ball Z character. This looks pretty fucking awesome. He looks like you know what that looks like? That looks like fucking like they merged him with like a Marvel kind of like Iron Man Asgard type of deal. You know what
Well,
I
here's the
mean?
thing. To me, I just can't help but think, oh God, they gave him the Ultraman treatment.
No, they really did.
Yeah.
Like that looks fucking imposing. Like how you imagine Odin to look.
Oh, I think you can get better. I think you can get a better image. From like I think like go 2 down from the one you were just at, the one that looks like the game screen.
Oh, Evan,
this one here?
after the stream ends, I recommend you look up Mara.
Oh no!
No, after
No.
the stream ends. After the stream ends. That's
Well, no, even
to
still.
keep it PG-13 and for you to not get banned.
Oh,
Well, there is-
yeah. Well, hang on.
What?
Oh, you
Oh,
coward.
you could do that.
Yeah.
He's learning.
You coward.
He's
Oh,
adapted.
God, that's what I've seen that thing. I've seen it. That fucker. I've seen that before.
It makes
Okay.
jokes.
I could pick that thing out of a lineup.
Sorry, folks, can't see this.
Which one of these demons is the one that did it? I can tell.
Yeah. Oh no, I could tell.
All right, let's watch the Vengeance trailer because the Vengeance trailer is also epic.
Okay, but let me do like a short little monologue. What is it? About okay, you know why Japan makes good art? Do you know why?
Because they don't care and want to be free.
Partially, but mostly is that it's one of the only countries that doesn't hate itself. Like that's really what it boils down to. They don't hate themselves for what they do.
Well, okay.
You know what I mean?
That's an open statement.
What do you mean that's an open statement?
It depends on the culture. If you look at some of certain parts of Japan, certain parts of their culture, at least like right now, you'll see what I mean.
Oh wait, hold on. You know what? We're still on this Google page. Look up Zeus.
Okay, but what do you mean by that, George?
I'll explain after the stream. I mean, other than the overwork part, but there are some darker parts of Japan.
Oh, you mean like? Okay, are you talking about the bomb, or are you talking about just in general, like
in
things
general,
like things like lolly and stuff like that?
We don't talk about the lolly. That's
trust me, I don't like that.
It's more about their overwork and their culture being what's called more exhaustion.
So anyway, the first two images in this search, there's the second one is the first one you see is the new design they have, which I actually love.
Yeah,
and that's an older design.
He looks like a fucking what is it, Jaeger from Pacific Rim? Like he looks small and he's piloting a Jaeger.
I know, it's weird.
Well, but like my thing is Japan's more traditional, and even though since they've reformed themselves, granted there's a lot of darker parts about their culture, no doubt. But the problem I have with America is the fact that, like, okay, anybody here ever seen the show or read the book American Gods?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm actually currently watching the show. I stopped and I fucking love the first season.
Yeah, well, the first season really accurately follows the book. Second season gets a little...
I'm sorry. The image below the one you're currently viewing, that's an older design.
Can I spoil this one thing from American Gods from the first season?
Go for it.
I already finished
the multiple fucking Jesuses.
yeah, like that. That's really it. Well,
are we talking like a Fallout Gary situation?
That's what's this or what? What, Bell?
I was gonna say, are we talking about this in a term of like the Fallout? The Vault of Gary.
Oh no!
It's kind of like that. Okay, so for those who have never seen the show, there's a part where because Val, are you familiar with the concept of American Gods?
Of what? I can't hear you because there's like a slight echo coming from somewhere.
Are you familiar with the concept of American Gods?
Yes, because I know you've talked to me about it before, but I haven't exactly had time to invest into it.
Do I still have the echo? Can you understand me better? Or
I think it's from Arden. Oh, because I think he has his. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me see if
it might be from Discord because I have to turn.
No, we're all muted on Discord.
My Discord's muted, so I don't know what you guys talk about.
I can't tell who's echoing.
All right. Well,
F it. We'll go.
Yeah. Fuck it. We ride. So. Okay, so there's a part in it's the season finale of season 1. They go to this goddess of spring, and she's an old pagan god. She's a goddess of spring and the goddess of fertility, and she has this like massive party around Easter because that's when her feast day was. Now, for those uninitiated with the show or the concept of American Gods by Neil Gaiman, I highly recommend you watch it. I'll probably put a link down in the description for that Audible page as well because it's phenomenal. It's a very good read. Highly recommend getting the most recent iteration. The reason why is because it actually has a lot of uncut things. It's Neil Gaiman's second draft, like things that he want, and it's basically like the director's cut. It's a lot of things that they made him cut originally that he decided to re-release as the 20th anniversary for people that, like that wanted some more exposition on some things. And he cut for time or cut for pages. But the one thing they added in the show is there's a part where, for those uninitiated, it's basically like if gods were real in real life. And like some of them don't have worship anymore. So it's kind of like Enchantress in the original Suicide Squad movie, where she's bound, like the lady is bound because humans have her heart. It's kind of like that. When humans don't worship or know about gods anymore, they are powered by belief. It's kind of like Clash of the Titans. So when the humans die out that once believed in them, they gradually lose a lot of their power. So they're just they could be mortal and they can be killed, and many other things. So there's actually a part they go to this, and Shadow Moon is what is it, helping this person named Mr. Wednesday, who's you later find out is Odin. Now, the concept of like the concept alone is really interesting, but there's a part where they go to this pagan god. She holds this huge party around Easter, and there's this gigantic mansion that what is it that how like she has the party at, and you start to notice that there's all these guys in robes, and they have like the whole the thing of thorns and all that stuff. And there's a part where Shadow Moon's sitting there and he's drinking, and this white guy he's got the beard, he's got the thing of thorns, he's in the robe, and he walks in, and you see a light above his head at the angle, and Shadow looks over, he goes, "Hey, do I know you?" And he says, "Yes, my son, you've heard of me." And he walks away, and he goes over to Wednesday, goes, is that Jesus Christ? And he said, "Well, one of them." And you start to see that there's all these iterations of Jesus. He goes, yeah, he goes, every denomination, every single type, like every time somebody prays to Jesus, everybody has a different idea when they close their eyes. So they're all represented here. So there's a like an English Jesus, there's a Korean Jesus, there's a Mexican Jesus, or has the call Jesus, and there's there's a lot of different versions
And then
of Jesus.
while you're talking about this, can you just type in the search Jesus and his roommate Buddha?
What?
Can you just type in search bar Jesus and his roommate Buddha?
Oh, I remember that anime.
Okay, I want to see this now.
Wait,
Okay.
which one?
It's
Well,
an
I'll
anime.
see
It's
right
fucking good. I recommend to watch.
But
Oh,
my god, that looks mildly terrifying. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a good anime. Watch.
Oh
it.
no,
It is.
I'm not for sure. But there's sorry, in the 20th anniversary, there's actually a cut scene that he put in where Shadow Moon meets Jesus Christ, because that wasn't in the book, but they added that show because Neil Gaiman was an executive producer on the show. Second and third season, I will say, have woke elements, and a lot of executive producers changed hands from the first season to the second season, and second season to the third season. So everyone is written very differently. But there's a part where Shadow Moon is basically Odin's driver, or Mr. Wednesday or Odin's driver. And there's a part where he's driving, and Odin's looking out the window, and he says, "You know what? The one thing that's fascinating about America." And Shadow's like, "What?" He says, "America is the only country that doesn't know what it is." And I've always found that a very deep saying, just for the fact is that every country has an idea of what it is, what their belief structure is, who they are as people, many things. America is the only one that doesn't, mainly because our whole foundation is founded on we are Americans, and we are all united in the fact that we're American citizens. And we're proud of this country and many other things. Other countries, it's very different as far as they see themselves as a race of people, not just a country. America has never seen it that way. They've always seen is that we are united.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty much. And that's why I say, like, the reason why Japanese make such good art is literally just for the fact that they don't hate themselves. They know exactly who they are, what they stand for, what their values are, and they're not changing for anybody. But I digress. Let us watch the Vengeance trailer. If I can find it. Okay, an Ideal World is the Vengeance trailer. Am I correct?
It's one of the two trailers, but as the newest one.
This one? The newest one?
Yeah.
It looks so good. I really should play this game.
Oh, they're also introducing combination attacks.
Oh, nice.
So those 4 characters at the end, the Vengeance storyline, which is different from the Creation storyline,
Okay.
is basically the character can decide to either work for or against the 4 wives of I can't remember if it was Lucifer or Satan. One of those two, I can't remember. But during that process, and what I thought was really cool, each campaign has its own. The main character you play as is a character that can become something known as a Nahabino.
Mhm.
But there are 2 different forms. Vengeance has its own variable of it. The initial form was the blue one you saw in the first trailer that had like the laser sword.
Yeah.
The second one is more a violet color and has like these.
Okay. Do you want me to bring
Sickle-like
up? Do you want me to bring up the trailer again and just?
You can look up
stop
the other one because there were 2
Uh,
different ones.
the Vengeance trailer. Look at that guy. Which
Keep
which
going.
one are you talking about?
When he has
So,
2
right there.
blades.
Right, you kind of just passed it, but it's like I don't think it showcases the 2 blades, but so this is like the new form to give it.
Oh, okay. It looks interesting. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason why, I haven't really played a Shinigami Tensei and I haven't streamed it for all you guys is the fact that they're very meaty games. So
They are.
Damn
They
right
very
they are.
much are.
yeah, and granted, not to the it's its best feature. It's just that it takes fuck all over to beat them, and I love every second of them. But
Like if you've ever played Nocturne, there was a chance originally anyway, not the current one, because you could just get the DLC to fucking level up easily. It would be a pain to level up and complete the game.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
right there, that first video, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, all new features, listing just about all of them was already like 13 minutes.
damn.
I'd say 12 more because a lot of it's like a little bit
So
of.
if somebody wanted to jump into Shinigami Tensei 5, should they just get Vengeance?
Well, here's the thing: when it comes to Shin Megami Tensei, you don't have to play any of the prior games to understand the story of it. And with Vengeance, it doesn't matter which story you pick to play first, Vengeance or the Creation. They're both their own iteration.
The only ones that are connected are, of course, the direct sequels, 4 and Apocalypse, but they're like different timelines, different stories.
The only
And the first
debatable
2
thing is there was a whole theory where 5 took place at the same time as Nocturne, which is why the Demi-Fiend can be an optional boss, or in Vengeance, you can actually recruit the Demi-Fiend to be a part of your team.
Okay.
Because he essentially chose to, I believe the canonical ending was he chose to fight with Lucifer and become a king of darkness and take on all demons to protect the world that he recreated.
Basically, he went to punch God in the face.
Exactly.
Okay. Like every JRPG ends.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Yeah, step one, find weird ass power from weird ass mechanism.
The only thing.
Step
go
2,
ahead.
grind up. Step 3, punch God in the face.
yeah. But like it's one of those things where things like these they're great. Like I love it, and it's one of those things where like it frustrates me a lot just for the fact is that like we should be making art like this here and we don't. And
It's just like
Technically,
in the
science
United
robot,
States, they care way too much about the small percentile of being like of people that could be offended by anything they make or portray out. But when it's an outside source, those people can't do anything about it or speak up in uproar because they have no control over that product. The most they can do is get some parts of it censored or changed, and even then, they're getting the bare minimum.
my thing is I have one thing to say to all those people or the small minority of people that are offended by shit, and I tell them to go fuck themselves. Like, just ride it out. Like, you don't have to. Yeah, can one executive or CEO besides Elon Musk or somebody just grow some balls, please?
The CEO of the company that's remaking Lollipop Chainsaw for the PC.
You got to remember as well, a nice portion of the people that complain about that stuff, they're not even the customers. They're not the audience.
Well, and that's what a lot of people need to fucking
understand. Are you guys talking about the Lollipop Chainsaw, the director saying that?
No, we're just talking about
no, just in general.
Yeah, like, can somebody just grow some fucking balls and just say "fuck you"?
To be fair,
I remember the director said he's not going to change it. He's going to make it
Yakuza.
more prerogative.
So what?
As like to say "fuck you" to the motherfuckers.
Yeah,
There's also
like,
Sega with the Yakuza franchise.
well, yeah,
Oh,
like,
George.
but my favorite. There's a part. What is it? Doug Stanhope. He had a special like years ago that was called "Last of a Dying Breed," and he's not for everybody, but he's basically Charles Bukowski with a comedy, because he's very dirty, he's very like just like inappropriate, and he just doesn't give a shit. But there's a part where he literally says, like, okay, like, if you're a comic and you're new, just ride it out, like, because he does like a joke apology twice throughout the show. And he literally says, like, he goes, like, if you're a new comic, and you're worried about everything, just ride it out. Like, just ride it out. He goes, when I started comedy 30 years ago, there were always shit that you were supposed to make fun of. And when when I started, it was AIDS joke. You can't make fun of AIDS. You can't make fun of this. He goes, and then it was 9/11. And you can't make fun of 9/11 unless you could because like he made a joke about rape before that, and he jokes like he goes like, you can't make fun of 9/11. He goes, now look at those two subjects now, fucking hilarious. Just ride it out. Fuck it, keep doing it. He goes, you could do a joke about rogue AIDS on airplanes crashing into the Twin Towers without its consent. Like, just the premise alone gets a laugh. Just ride it out. Like, can execs just do shit and just not apologize?
So hold on. Funny you've mentioned some of these things. So
wait a minute. Is this yes, we're aware of the censorship laws. Yes, we hate them too.
Yeah, well, that yes, but no, it was something completely different. I'm going back to Chainsaw Man for a bit.
Oh, okay, yeah, go for it.
So, in terms of Chainsaw Man, the main premise is the chainsaw demon is technically whatever the fear is, the fear of chainsaws and all that. But
yeah,
it was like a more like self-sustaining demon where it attacked other demons instead of people. Do you want to know what the list of demons the chainsaw demon has consumed before he became attached to the main character Denji?
What?
So he ate the devils for Nazis, World War II, SOA, AIDS, Aralone syndrome, nuclear weapons, and a few more that were not mentioned. Those are demons that were born out of the fear for all of those. And that Chainsaw Man, he saved us from them.
Well, like, okay, but like my thing with it is just ride it out. Fuck them. Like, they're
be
not
the Chainsaw Man.
Well, yeah, be the Chainsaw Man. Make that fucking hashtag. Be the Chainsaw Man.
That reminds me, wasn't there like a whole fucking thing about fucking what the fuck was it? That thing.
I mean, give me a shirt of that. We stand Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, I stand with hashtag I stand with Chainsaw Man. Make that T-shirt. Make Chainsaw Man great again.
The
make
next
that
Marvel
fucking
versus
shirt.
DC film.
What?
Chainsaw Man comes in as a cameo.
Oh, that'd be make that.
Chainsaw Man from the top rope.
Make Chainsaw Man
that's what you
great
need
again.
for
Make
Thanatos.
that fucking baseball cap. I will wear it proudly. Like,
not Thanatos. That's what you needed for Thanos right there. You just needed to use the portal to bring in Chainsaw Man. You would have sold everything.
Yeah, like you would have solved the whole thing. You don't need fucking Ant-Man to crawl up Thanos' asshole. You don't need him to do that. You just need to bring in Chainsaw Man. Problem solved, But like it's one of those things where like what the execs grow some balls. You need to grow a sack. Like seriously. Just
actually couldn't want off. Evan, if you're ever getting like fan art or fan made products at one point or not, can you send me if anybody sends a shirt just that says "We stand Chainsaw Man"?
I'd do it. I'd wear it. I'll get a custom shirt made that just has Chainsaw Man on it that says "I
It doesn't
stand
need
with
to be, it
Chainsaw
doesn't need to
Man."
be a shirt anymore. You're just be a poster, just having the back wall like disc plate, like
Make
the
him throw the
metal.
Give me
Macarena.
some fan art. I'll put it in as the because one of the things I can hit here is just do the background, and that'll be my background. Like when I do
Make him
this,
go dancing.
when I do this, that's just the background. So I can just have that showing. Fuck it, just do that. I stand with Chainsaw Man, and then that's fucking hilarious.
Instead of the bat signal in the background of that image, is just like an image of a chainsaw illuminated.
Yeah, like what happened?
He wasn't the hero the city needed, but he was the one they got.
Yeah, one they deserve. Like, it's one of those things where, like, these people that are bitching about your shit aren't gonna play the fucking game. Take a lesson from fucking Catherine Full Body and just fucking go out and do it.
Now
Like-
to back up, George, I feel like I interrupted you. What was your?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
Um,
wasn't there a whole fucking thing about fucking being afraid of fucking offending Nazis or some shit at one point?
Yes. It was a Twitter
What was
thing of, I think, 3 or 4 years
Offending
ago.
Nazis? Who gives a shit? Like,
Right? Who gives
There
a
was a
shit?
thing about 3 or 4 years ago. I remember that on Twitter.
Well,
It was-
no,
hold on.
it was
I have
no.
a
Oh,
thing
well,
for
no,
this.
that was okay. Now I understand what you're saying. Okay, no, there was you're talking about back in, I think it was when I want to say it was like 2016, 2017 that was happening, and the reason being is because there was that whole thing of punch a Nazi, and the left co-opted that because they call everybody a Nazi who doesn't agree with them.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, that was one of the big problems because, like, okay, like,
The left for punching everybody left and right.
yeah, like, I mean, that's what's happening in New York right now, which I kind of feel bad for. But what is it? It's
Actually, it's
one
funny.
of
New
those.
York's starting to become that movie. Fuck,
Huh?
New
What?
York right now is starting to become that movie, the one where everything gets locked down, they can't get out, and they have to get out. Fuck, what's the movie's name? It's 70s, 80s movie.
Escape
You know what
from,
I'm talking about?
Escape from New York.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
right.
Now that I think about it, I've never seen it.
That is the movie's name. Fuck.
I'm sorry. Just the fact that you went like, oh yeah, it's a thing where New York's locked down and they can't get out, but they got to get out. Like, what's the name of that? I'm sorry. Just the way you described that.
I did.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not making fun of you. Just.
Oh, it's funny. No, it's funny.
But like, no, it's just a thing of like, who cares? Just stop giving a shit. Like,
At this point, I already gave up. Like, bring it on.
I stopped giving a shit a long time ago. Probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
I stopped giving a shit in
And,
high
like,
school.
okay,
And if you guys didn't give a shit, if you guys didn't stop giving a shit in high school, that's your problem, not mine.
well, like, it's one of those things where nowadays I just tell people to just do whatever like, as long as it's not illegal, as long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't care what you do.
Or pushing out down everybody else's throat. Just do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, do whatever the fuck you want within reason. That's what I tell people. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not doing anything majorly illegal, if it's any victimless crime, if it's any like fucking like thing, if it's anything, it's none of your goddamn fucking business. Just go out and do it. Get a job.
You
Like,
wouldn't download a car.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't download a car. I mean, that's gonna be a real meme once we figure out how to make 3D printed cars.
Oh, never did that. Never did
Yeah,
that
like,
already.
so, like,
It's already been done.
be the meme. You wouldn't download a car. You wouldn't steal a thing. Fuck piracy laws. They're not.
Be the meme.
Yeah, be the meme. I don't give a shit. Power up like you're fucking Goku. Go to the gym. Go to church. Do something. Just stop living like nothing changes if nothing changes, everybody. Go out there and just like make good art. Have fun with your friends. Hang out. Do stuff. Touch grass.
You know
That's a popular
Be
meme.
kind.
Touch
To
grass.
I guess prove
Be human.
to a point something here in
Yes.
a comedic sense.
Yeah.
Just for the fact this joke has at least made once since we've kind of pulled up the whole Nazi card. Can you look up Helsing Abridged episode 6?
Oh, Jesus.
I knew you're gonna go. I knew Helsing Bridge was gonna come out at one point.
Wait a minute. Is this the one with the I just want a regular war?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
it's not that
Helsing
one.
episode 6 or Helsing Abridged episode 6. And
know-
we're gonna
I
have
know
to
what
go
you're talking
past
about.
the halfway mark in the episode and go to like 11 minutes 20 seconds
I love how you have it down to a fucking.
because I remember this part immensely.
It's beautiful.
You go back up, you passed it.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
Go to like 11 minutes 10 seconds.
11
Oh, I
minutes.
think I know what you're talking about now. I think I know what you're talking about.
That's keep going. There you go. There we go.
Okay.
I just play it out.
Oh God, who would have thought basically being a Nazi in fucking 2024, basically having dyed hair and just saying that men can menstruate? Who the fuck thought that? Who the fuck had that on a bingo card? Like, I gotta be honest with you, that's really what like.
Thank God for hell, bro.
Like, but even then, it just really does feel like that. Like, fucking, who gives like. At this point, if you're offending somebody, you're pretty much doing something right.
I apologize, but I gotta call it out at least once because I am a fan of this franchise and deserve some respect. Can we watch the Kingdom Hearts stream announcement trailer after this? The video you have highlighted right now.
Oh.
Yeah, well, yeah, fuck it. Why don't we end on this? We can talk on what is it, Kingdom Hearts?
There's nothing too different about it. It's just on Steam, but I feel like if you haven't played the game, you haven't known about it, or if you didn't seem too interested, here's my foot in the door saying,
always wanted to get into Kingdom Hearts, but the way it's the story is like
yeah, basically it's a D&D game that got way too out of hand. That's basically this whole story of the game. And I got to be honest with you, it's a great series. Got nothing against it. That was actually one of my favorite games when I was a kid as well, because that was one of my first RPGs, along with Final Fantasy X and Legend of the Dragoon, Final Fantasy X, which was my first Final Fantasy game, and along with Kingdom Hearts, there was another one that I was really into. But anyway, well, we will end on this. Talk about it, and then go about the rest of our night.
Dun dun dun.
Oh yeah, this whole introductory sequence used to be a mobile game that got fitted into a small movie, and then that in itself is basically saying Civil War happened.
Okay, sounds interesting.
This how you know the graphics are good, because it was a mobile game. They got all that free money.
This was made after the mobile game closed.
Oh, never mind then. Mobile game closed. It didn't make the money.
No, I made money.
Oh, but closed, it didn't make as much as they needed to. Or it could be just they decided to shut it down like they always do.
I was going to say this as a self-annotation for brand recognition. I will be planning on continuing my Kingdom Hearts playthrough actually tomorrow.
Oh, we do. I'll watch it.
Hang on.
Tomorrow is Memorial Day, so I will be cooking out while watching stuff. What is the other one sword?
I was just tearing up a little bit because I actually enjoyed the whole story.
Yeah.
The man is
honestly.
It.
Okay, hang on. I'm after this. I'll save my piece.
Are they all wearing black robes? Are they cool?
I'll explain.
Are they the bad guys now? There's two of them. Yeah, but that's what audio stable at the moment. What is this?
Oh man, that brings a tear to my retinally detached eye.
It's a good ass story.
Well, no, it's not even just that. It's like, okay, this is probably something that's really personal for me to admit. What is it? Like, and I'll leave you guys all with this before we go, because we are going on almost two and a half, almost 3 hours. You know, like for those who don't know, what is it? I I joke about my retinally detached eye and all that stuff, and
plastic.
yeah, and it's one of those things where it's one of those things where all the people that well, how long have we been friends? Going on 10, almost 15 years.
Yeah,
About
around
15.
there.
Yeah, there was a time in my life where I had hit a very, very dark point, many times in my life.
Depressed hole.
And it's not even so much depression. It's like there was a time like gaming was always a solemn and solace play. That's why I say that when art moves you to that point, like my dad went to Italy and he saw like the Mona Lisa and he saw a lot of great works of art and he saw the Sistine Chapel and he talks about he didn't think art could move him. And I always found that kind of a strange sentiment. And there's not a lot of things that get me emotional anymore. But it's one of those things where that's why I say I'm very frustrated that we don't make good art anymore and there's nothing that makes people feel anything. Whether it's happy, sad, something like that. Like, I went through many parts. And, my mom was schizophrenic and she was very abusive. And there were times in my life where, like, I just wanted to, like, get, like that, like in Black Butler, where he talks about, like, I don't want to forget the pain. And when I told Lex that I'm in pain every day of my life because my eye still bothers me because I get phantom pain. Doctors can't figure out what's wrong. I shouldn't be able to feel anything, but yet I do. So I still feel serious, like moderate amount of pain some days from it. And there have been many times in my life when we've been friends for over 15 years that I kind of forgot who I was. So when I hear that, that's why I liked Kingdom Hearts. So that's why I liked a lot of like JRPGs sometimes, because the whole idea of everything was friends are your strength. And it's not the whole found family thing, like, trope. It's more of a you gain strength through your friends and your family. And you gain happiness happiness. Like, one thing that always kind of kept me going, especially through all the dark times and through all the times that we had problems with Donovan, we had problems with Angie, we had problems with everything, is that happiness isn't worth having unless it's shared. And strength comes from your friends and your family. And so hearing that in Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that, when you see all of them gather together and knowing that like they can't do it by themselves, or even in like things like Marvel, like in Infinity War and stuff like that, or when the Avengers assemble, it's the thing of like they all come together to serve a common cause and being part of something that is bigger than themselves. That's why I tried to join. That's why I tried to join the army. That's why I tried to join something like, you're just finding, as a human experience, you're just trying to find some place where you belong, whether it's with church, whether it's in the army, whether it's in something. And I want to thank each and every one of you, because you guys really helped me remember who I was as a person, who I always will be, no matter how much I try to hide it. So I want to thank you guys, Val, George, Arden, Don, if you're ever going to watch this. And I want to thank you guys all watching, because you guys help make all of this possible. And at the same time, I enjoy doing it. So I work myself to exhaustion. I'm still going to continue to try to make things as fun and try to have a hot take about everything. So I want to thank you all. And we will see you all next week. Anyway, anybody got anything else to say?
And since we just watched the last trailer, may your heart be your guiding key.
And with that, we will see you all next week. Good night, everybody.
All right, folks.
Have a good one.